All right. We're recording. We're good to go.
Excellent. All right. So where we left off, two of you had snuck out and watched the barmaid who snuck off through the woods and want to pass me a cloth of some kind. There you go. That worked. There you go.
A napkin has been handed off to the GM.
Yes. Since I don't want my blackberry covered in disgusting...
It's delicious.
But delicious foodstuffs.
Made from ants.
Made from ants.
Sure, why not? They can't see it. How will they know?
Jim is on the drugs.
I'm sure that somewhere in the world that is a delicacy.
It's true, it is. Anyway, so...
I turned down the gain a bit because last recording was a bit spiked. So,
Because you're loud.
yeah.
Because Jim's loud.
Well, there were a few people that were actually loud on it, not just me. But I was the loudest because
Because you're you.
because I'm me.
So, you guys were watching from the shadows, basically, and the barmaid essentially exchanged the code phrase that you didn't hear, and then went down into a cave. And then some random dude sort of melded back into the shadows to continue watching this cave. And that's pretty much where we left off.
And you had established that he had stayed hidden enough throughout the entire exchange that we didn't get, or the people watching him didn't get a beat on exactly where he was. So it's not like they could...
Yes, exactly.
It's not like they can easily sneak up on him.
He melded back into the shadows.
Right.
So he's no longer...
Did he children of the cornet?
Okay.
Basically.
So
But yeah, he just sort of came out of somewhere, challenged her, did his thing, and then back into the shadows. And yes, that's where you guys are.
And just to recap of who the two people were again that went
Gnome and
that
human.
way.
It was Ray and it was Mark.
The Numians.
Numians?
Gnome and human. Numian.
You're in a room
Quiet.
at a fancy hotel.
Yes,
you
I am hiding out.
You are
Very
hiding
purposefully.
out. Jim is doing the same.
I'm bringing the horses still.
At this point, you brought the horses back, but you had to wait outside while Ali took a bath, which took a very long time because she likes her long baths.
Corell improves.
That's right. She needs to beautify herself over an extended period.
Next time we could room the female characters together.
Hey, you guys decided how to do it. I didn't decide how to do it.
Wait, is it actually like bolted locked or just she's having a bath inside?
I don't know.
Did you bolt the door?
No.
Then no, he's not waiting. He's just gonna walk in and
Zane
start
just
cleaning
busts
his
I've been
onion.
traveling with Zane for like 3 months. By now he's probably seen me naked. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this is really much better in Firefox. What's I done?
What were you-
Firefox?
what
I
were
was
you
using
using?
IE just because it's like a Python call. I know. It felt kind of dirty.
What the hell, Nick? I cast thee out! This campaign is over! Once Nick's heresy came to light, we couldn't bear it anymore.
The nerves
Yeah.
of people.
I know.
We had a mutiny, installed a new DM.
What the hell am I doing here? Quiet you. What's your name again? I don't
We
know!
can recruit that guy that Tina saw on the board
Oh yeah! At Fandom.
at Fandom.
GM with 30 years experience looking
GM
for players.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Nothing wrong with, advertising your skills as a GM and stuff, but you might want to be a little more, specific about game style, genre, not just, hey kids, come to my basement, I'm at least 40 years old.
I've been DMing since I was 10.
Exactly. Well, some people have.
No, all they really needed to add was Cheetos and Mountain Dew will be provided.
Yes.
There's just a lineup.
And rape. I mean, not the last one.
So anyhow, not implying that old gamers are rapists, but... anyhow, moving on. So yes, you two have snuck up on the people in the cave.
Yes. You're hiding out. You're basically
Back at the hotel.
back at the hotel,
For the
learning your magic-y stuff.
for the sake of our fan, you should probably indicate who you're talking about when you're like, you are doing this
Sorry.
and you are doing this.
Hi, Trish.
Our one
I
fan.
really liked that. we said hi, Trish, at one point.
Actually, we have 2 fans now.
Oh.
Hello to Joan.
Joan.
Yep, Joan. She's commented on 3 or 4 of the actual sessions.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Actual comments. Cool.
I know. I mean, it's like we're getting, quasi, semi, maybe, possibly
No.
2 fans.
Yeah, as long as you don't put that in anything. Yeah, there you go.
We have a posse.
We got a posse.
Nah, I think we need a few more to make a posse.
Yeah.
I'll just make, dummy accounts and I'll post comments
No.
under the section. No,
That would be dishonest.
that would be dishonest. Though you'd be surprised how many people actually do that to get their comment rates up so that they get up on YouTube.
That's disappointing.
Like higher in the ratings so that more
More,
people see
more
them.
comments, more thumbs up, even more thumbs down, you actually get a better chance of being brought up when someone searches for generic subject matter.
Stupid crap. Oh, I got this thing.
Well, some people do the equivalent, what's the next big game coming out, and they put that in the search title so that they can get hits.
Wow.
That's YouTube. That's this dishonesty of YouTube. And it happens more
It's
often
not
than you
just
think.
YouTube, it is the internet.
Yes.
Lying on the internet, that would never come back to haunt me.
Over at Reddit, there are people that have upvote bots, basically. And so they just decide, okay, I've got a botnet of however many, bots up with accounts ready to upvote and downvote at my whim. Oh, you pissed me off because our political views don't agree?
Downvote.
Yeah, 1,000 downvotes. Go.
Yeah.
On all your comments.
Yep. And everything you do at that point suddenly just disappears off of everybody's screen.
Yep.
Because
It's downvoted to
the botnet just downloads it and destroys.
We have more Tostitos, so don't worry. We've got lots of Tostitos.
Yes.
So-
many Tostitos. So yes, we'll stick with Pock and Richard for now, since they're the ones who are doing something slightly exciting. You guys are doing miscellaneous crap. Come back to you later.
They're in the thick of the action.
Yes. Although I imagine they're probably coming back to you guys now anyway.
Alright, so what do you guys do?
We should probably get out of there.
Yeah.
So I start retreating. Go back the way we came to the forest. Back
You
to the
guys
city.
stayed close to each other and inside
Once
of
they
each other.
met each other, yes, they kind of snuck up together.
Little hand signals of like, let's get the fuck out of here. And
Pantomime, and we should retreat.
So at the cave, what the hell are those two doing?
There appears to be an invisible wall there.
Why are they using smoke signals?
Vicky wants me to steal third.
Here's a curveball.
Buns, damn you, buns.
So yes, they sneak back.
Yeah.
This, no, what are you doing?
Let's avoid getting
Yeah, back
sidetracked.
to
That
town.
happened way too much last
then
session.
once we're out of earshot, and we're like, maybe we should go tell the others.
You think? It's a good plan.
Head back to town.
All right, so you guys start heading back towards.
The common sense fairy visited Ray that day.
First time in a while.
Sorry, Ray, it was just so perfect.
Roughly what
Ow!
time is it when they get back to town? Like, how long does
It's-
it take them to make that track?
Yeah, it takes you guys about half an hour, 45 minutes to get out there, and about the same amount of time to get back. It would take you less time in light, but you were following someone with a hooded lantern kind of thing, so they were going slow, and you were going slow in order to keep them. So it's not super far from town, but it is pretty close.
Yeah, it's gotta be close to dawn by now.
But yes, basically you're starting to see light on the horizon at this point, and you guys haven't been to sleep yet, so you're pretty tired, and you sort of get back at the inn where you have rooms technically, but haven't actually been there yet.
Yes.
Yeah, but the guy at the counter is going to recognize their description.
Yeah, he's
Counter's
awake.
gone to sleep.
He's totally awake. It's
Yeah.
like 3 a.m. Yeah, he's very dedicated.
I kick him in the shin.
Yeah, he's not there.
Oh.
He's asleep in his room.
Okay. No,
Yeah, but he's probably got people.
I thought there'd be somebody like,
Yeah, with a fancy enough inn, they might have somebody posted over on the overnight shift for overnight travelers that come.
whether or
into
not
town.
he's awake is another story.
What if I want ice cream at 3 in the morning?
Better hope you have a magic spell to get yourself some ice cream for 8 in the
Okay.
morning.
For 2 gold, there better be somebody at the desk. For 2 gold, there better be somebody willing to go to Culberton to give me my fucking ice cream.
If you want
2 gold isn't that much money.
Yeah.
For this photo town, it is.
Well, no, this town does have a super fancy muckety muck inn. You know,
Yeah, and it's 2 gold a stay.
that, and that.
Oh, this inn owner's the richest guy in town.
Well, you get the impression that in order to pay his staff, it's not actually the website that's the problem. It's Jim's network. Limited access to the internet. Disconnect. Reconnect. So yes, you guys arrive at the inn. The door is closed at this point.
Well, we don't actually know where our rooms are, or where anyone else's rooms are.
It's true.
And it'd be pretty
You can just kick the door in and pray.
He's not a cleric, can't
Or
do
you
that.
could
Only
go-
my people can do that.
Oh, I see.
You could go back into the tavern and sleep on the floor like you were going to originally.
I think that's the best plan. To wait until morning.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you like. What are you doing?
No, wait till morning.
So you head back to the other place and then just crash.
I'm just gonna join you. Don't think you'll mind if a gnome is sleeping on the floor. I don't take up much
Charge
space.
you 2 gold in the morning, or 2 silver.
It's not too cold
Too silver.
to sleep on the floor of that other place.
This is a fancy floor.
Puck doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, Puck, you wouldn't believe the prices here. Just give me the 4 gold and I'll pay your share, okay?
Look at that. You seem legitimate and trustworthy.
You seem like the kind of idiot that would buy this.
You know
What'd
what?
you call me?
No.
So you head back to
So yeah, you head
the
back
Wild Pony.
to your rooms and just sort of
Slum it.
crash, try to get some sleep.
Yeah.
And
They
you
put
just
their
sort of-
place in front of the fire and
you
crash.
just- yeah. All right.
Next morning.
Like,
So yeah,
I
you
take off
guys,
some of my heavier gear and pop on the corner.
you guys sleep in. You guys all wake up at whatever time. Go. Yes, you guys require some.
I'm sure the morning crew would probably wake us up anyway.
Well, there'll be some bit of that.
Now, sorry, just for John memory's sake, as I recall, when we split the group, Kara, you came with me to the inn. So you would not know where the other inn was. Okay, so I wake up, and I suggest to Kara that she go and chat with Zanian and Narasatus to see if they know what happened to the other guys.
It is a little bit worrisome.
Yes, they have been gone for quite some time.
And indicate that, for the moment at least, I'm going to stay here in case that letter did get picked up and there are people still looking for me. Or starting to look for me.
Sweet, so we'll go knock on their door.
Zanian exits from the human and gnome's room. They haven't returned.
Do you know where they were?
Last we left them, they were at the Wild Pony. I'm going to find them.
I'll go with you.
Grab your cape.
I stick my head out the door. Zanian, aren't they still looking for you, or don't they have your?
They could be in danger. They could be dead. They didn't check in with us.
Okay, so why not let some members of our party that aren't wanted go take a quick look, and if they don't find them within,
So they can die as well? How about we all just get our gear, go march on the Wild Pony, and if they get on our way, we burn it to the ground.
That's a
You
big
can't burn every inn we set foot into the ground.
If they killed members of my party, then they're obviously deserving of it.
So you want to burn another inn to the ground?
The last one had it coming. They were full of cultists.
thing. We don't even know they're dead
That's
yet.
besides the point.
If they're still there, at least we'll be able to confront them and say, why didn't they check in
Then
last
put
night?
your torch away. Wait, she's doing it on your arm.
Yes.
all right. Well, in that case,
Might as well put the pitchfork back on the wall. Don't worry, lady. I'll use you tomorrow.
all right. Seeing as you can't stop Zanian once he's got something in his head, Zanian, Neri, you guys go ahead. But could somebody double back if you guys don't find them? because I'm going to stay here for now. But if we end up leaving town to go look somewhere, I want to be along with that. Mm-hmm. I'll find some way to not look so obviously me.
Might I suggest a transmutation spell?
I don't have any of those, but maybe somebody in the mage quarter might.
Maybe just
Get a really big cloak.
That's more along the lines of what I was thinking.
If-
I'll start
idea.
with the cloak.
If she could get a length of brown cloak, and you could get a mop, you could disguise yourself as a mare, and then trot down the street.
I'm not trotting.
Nobody would buy that.
pretend you're a hunchback.
The
Mare-
goblins did.
Always with the goblins. It worked one time.
Goblins aren't known for being too bright. I don't think we should try pulling that off.
To our goblin viewers, we're not making fun of you. It's just a known fact. You guys are dumb. Moving on.
Yes, we're not goblin racist.
They're just
In
stupid.
this game.
Much.
All right, so anyhow,
yeah.
Zanian and Neri will head out while Drax and Kara.
Is Kara staying behind, or are you?
I'm gonna go with them.
Okay, good.
No, I'm looking for you.
I'm not molded
So
by
you guys are
anybody.
still asleep on the floor at the other end.
Yeah.
Your things are starting to wake up in the inn, but it's in the kitchen and stuff like that at this point. So you're not really aroused by all this crazy.
I'm assuming the majority of the patrons are passed out drunk in their room and you won't wait till late morning.
Not really roused. just slight correction. I mean, they may not. They
They're
may
not
also
aroused
not be.
either.
Yeah, they're not aroused either. But
We don't know that.
Okay, raise your rock.
It is called the Wild Pony. One hell of a ride, if you catch my drift.
It's not that.
Wink, wink,
it's
nudge,
not.
nudge.
Okay, it's the
They don't
wild
say
pony, not the horny unicorn. Okay.
Poor horny corn.
All right. So you guys
We arrive at the front
stroll
door,
down the street and arrive at the Wild Pony.
and Kara's with us.
Yes.
Kara, go in and see if they're there. If they're not, we will ask questions. If you get into trouble, we will be right here.
All right.
Please go in and see if
I
they're
will
there.
walk in and look around.
Just remember the
If they're open.
The indication is
Yeah, the indication is wildly. He's saying, "Kiss me." Kiss
You
me.
waving inflatable arm flailing too bad.
Kara's just
Wacky inflatable arm flailing too bad.
so yes. So Kara's asked to go in.
All right. So you walk in. As you walk in, there's sort of like a
Cocky
jingly
bastard.
bell noise on the door, which is not locked. And as you come in, and the innkeeper sticks his head out.
He just slides out of the door like. Please tell me he's in his like boxer briefs, like this Tom Cruise slide in.
No,
He's got a broom and everything.
he's in his nightshirt
Okay, with the nightcap.
That's just as terrifying.
with a crazy nightcap. Yep. It's got a dingly puff on the end of it, bouncing around. He greets you.
While choking.
Yes, he's choking on a chicken leg. He's like,
He was brushing his teeth with a chicken leg.
takes it out and the happened.
He's like, why do people keep running away from my inn?
Don't try to eat the drumstick.
Oh, yes, don't try to eat the drumstick. That would be menacing.
Anyhow, he takes a swig of his beer of the
He
roots.
finishes chewing his chicken leg.
Still waving his hand frantically. Welcome! Chicken bits are flying out of his mouth.
Do you guys do breakfast? I'll say
We have
looking
chicken.
around the room.
Kara's being subtle.
on that note, they did say there was a breakfast included at the other place. I'm going to take advantage of that and also try to find some way to cloak.
Yes, you can get room service here for sure. There's like a bell pull.
Unless you want
in
ice
this-
cream, apparently.
You can get ice cream if
It's
you
not at 3
bring your
a.m.
own.
apparently.
Quit interfering. Anyway,
So yes, there's like a bell pull. You can pull the bell and some dude will show up.
I see if I can get an errand boy to run and get me a cloak.
Someone goes to get you. But yes, so yes, the very boisterous and oddly dressed innkeeper says, "Yes, they have chicken apparently, and other things. What would you like?
Can you get me a chicken to go?
A whole chicken?
Yeah. Why not?
She's a dwarf.
Well, that's just what
At this point, the entire room is awake.
You hear all
Dude, I see him
as
anywhere.
Pock is sleeping very close to the fireplace, and he smashes his head into the bang.
Yeah, chicken.
You hear like a clang. Dick is just like, hello.
I'm fairly wide awake at this
You
point.
notice them both in the common room, like, no, what's happening?
Yeah, they're alive mostly.
They're just sleeping on the floor like hobos. You know what's going on.
I can't be comfortable.
It doesn't. I mean, it's not a dive, but yes, it is just the floor with. I presume Mark used his bedroll.
Of course.
So,
Excellent.
yes.
Morning already?
But I'm waiting for my chicken.
delicious chicken.
Ooh, chicken. Oh, some
It's
chicken.
breakfast chicken.
Breakfast chicken for everyone.
I'm down for some breakfast chicken.
You wake up.
Anybody
Your dreams about axes have been interrupted by some loud guy screaming about chickens. Your dreams of revenge against halflings are also interrupted by some guy screaming about chickens. So yeah, you see Kara sort of standing with the boisterous bartender looming over her, yelling about chickens and delicious food. And
I'm holding my head until I stop seeing stars.
I'm gonna order some breakfast. I'm gonna order some breakfast.
what would you like?
What's available?
Cat.
Chicken.
Chicken?
Got any badger on a stick?
That's Coverton's specialty, not here.
Damn.
It's also not breakfast food. That's definitely snack.
Everyone knows badger on a stick isn't a breakfast food.
It's an all-day food.
You're crazy, sir.
It's
You and your
not
crazy
food.
Colberton ways. We have chicken for breakfast,
Ooh, that works.
or eggs.
I'm getting a chicken to go.
Chicken and eggs?
Spam chicken eggs and spam.
Check it out, it's found on the side.
Eggs pop out, cut the chicken's head off, and cook it. There we go. Chicken and eggs.
That's efficiency.
Yes.
So yes, you guys order a breakfast. He screams it at the poor unfortunate cook, and then Egg wanders off into the other room to help and put on some pants.
So you guys are okay? What'd you find out?
The letters go to a meeting place somewhere in the woods.
I see. So the waitress is the one passing around the messages?
I didn't say that, I didn't know that. Are you in on it?
Yeah, Jen.
No.
That's awfully suspicious.
Magic.
We
Wizard did
stayed
it.
rather late, and then when followed the waitress into the woods where she met this other guy. We don't know who he is. He just popped out of the woods, and then she went to a cave. At which point, well, we decided to come for backup. And considering the time, we went to sleep.
Good call.
We didn't know which rooms were yours. We weren't just going to barge in there and wake up random strangers.
Nor did I technically know that we had rooms at the other end. Because I had already wandered into the Prancing Pony or the Wild Pony
that's
before we...
Actually, we had
No,
broken
you
off
guys all
early.
gave money to.
Yes.
Yes.
We all gave money to get rooms at the Fancy Inn.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, you do have a room with the fancy inn.
But the hour was late and we didn't have time. We didn't know which rooms were ours.
Makes sense.
And the front door was locked.
It was
Alright, well,
closed.
let's grab our
You
breakfast.
didn't try the door. There was a night clerk.
Oh, well.
The whole time.
Well, they didn't. The door's closed. They're like, well, I give up.
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
This is true.
Ray said he went to the desk and he said there was nobody there. Ray said he went
I
to the
actually
desk.
tried to go in and kick the guy in the shins because he said he was falling asleep.
No,
No.
Moving on.
Anyway,
clearly my sarcastic voice is not as different from my regular voice as I think it is.
Not really. No.
So sarcastic normally.
I guess. I'm like, yes, he's totally awake. You know, the guy that I'm like, the innkeeper is not awake at 4:00 in the morning.
In any case, We established that the party members were all alive.
Yes, you've discovered the party members. Your chicken arrives.
Awesome! I will pay the innkeeper chicken for this breakfast chicken. And be on my way.
You take your chicken to go.
Yeah.
He comes with your eggs and your chicken as well. I don't remember which one of you is getting eggs and which one of you is getting chicken.
I'm getting eggs.
I'm getting eggs and
Zanian's getting impatient.
Yes,
That's why I'm coming outside with the chicken.
Kara comes out with the roasted chicken.
Here, have
says-
some chicken.
I'm
She offers
happy.
you some roasted chicken.
I found the businessman and the ranger. They were sleeping in the inn. They apparently tracked the waitress to some cave in the woods.
City crisis averted. Have some chicken.
Have some chicken.
I'll take
Have
the
some
chicken.
victory chicken.
Fine, I will have the victory chicken.
Ask them to come outside so that they may lead me to the cave so I may storm it.
They're just eating something right now. They'll be out.
They've stopped for breakfast.
Have some chicken.
Where's my burning torch?
And his pitchfork left in the wall.
Actually, Zanian's going to start storming towards the door if no one's going to stop him.
No!
A
No.
very strong arm grabs you from the scruff of your armor.
You can't storm every building you see. Well, you can, but in this situation, you cannot.
The cave is not going anywhere.
shouldn't.
The sword might be.
The sword is already God knows where. This is trying to find out who the hell we're trying to get in the first place. We don't even know if it actually went to the right people. Maybe it's on a cliffside somewhere. Another note, that man should not be able to do that ritual while jumping around. That is bullshit.
This fact
This is good chicken.
It's excellent chicken.
It's very good.
You guys are both chowing down on the delicious chicken. You guys are enjoying your chicken and eggs.
Yeah.
You get your fancy breakfast wraps.
It's good.
Pizza.
Need some. You're wasting away.
Try it. It's delicious.
Have some chicken. Come on.
They're trying to tempt you.
Come on, Xavier. Come to the dark side. We have chicken.
Come to the dark meat side. Here, have a drumstick.
I had trail rations this morning. I'm fine.
No, you're not. Eat some chicken, damn it.
You gotta keep your strength
Stop
up.
saying you're fine. You can't storm a cave if you are on an empty stomach.
You can't storm a cave on an empty stomach or swim until 30 minutes after you eat. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows.
Go to the cave. It's like a 5x5 cave with nothing in it. You're like,
It's just full of water.
well,
Damn it.
damn.
Zanian grudgingly eats the delicious chicken.
Damn right he does.
You guys are just standing on the street eating chicken.
Yep.
Best morning ever.
Zanian is impatiently eating the chicken.
Okay.
You guys eventually finish and head outside
Yeah.
and are somehow
expect
not
them
killed by
to roll.
Zanian.
We appeased him with chicken.
That's
Yes.
true. Chicken does soothe the savage beast.
Or in this
Unless
case,
the
the
beast is
savage
a chicken.
paladin.
Unless the beast is a chicken or a were-chicken. Then you're in trouble.
It's that blood-curdling howl in the middle of the night. The that is also a rooster crow. Very strange.
The baka?
The rooster crow at the moon because of
The
where
thing
chicken.
that goes cluck in the
Anyway,
night.
the thing that goes on in the night. Wolf turkeys! Oh god!
Oh god.
Oh, my Thanksgivings are coming back to haunt me! So yes, the entire group is together.
No.
No.
We're waiting for Drax, yes. We are
We're
going to go and
missing
get him.
Does he have a cloak?
Drax got
Yeah, somebody got it for him.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Zanian
As
is,
character, somebody got him a cloak.
Zane is going to be berating both Richard and Pock for not reporting in on a timely fashion, making him believe that they had been slain by cultists or God knows what.
I thought you were slain by an elf!
An elf!
And not the pretty kind.
Mary's like, hello? Right here! Well, if you slayed them, it would be different. I mean an actual elf. Moving on.
I'm as elf as you can get! Those things are fake elves!
Yes, this is going to continue all the way until we get back to the Gilded Harp.
Let's hope the path doesn't take you through the Grey Quarter.
To the what?
The Grey Quarter from Skyrim, from that town where all the racists were.
Poor reference.
I figured since Nick not only finished the game but sided with that faction, he would get that.
I actually didn't hear what you said.
Anyhow,
I heard rape quarter, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
that doesn't sound like a place most places would have.
I don't want to go there.
Well, Red Solus would have it, but that's beside the point.
All right, so you're modeling your new cape, and with a fancy hood.
No, because modeling would draw attention to me.
Well, to yourself in the room.
Oh,
You're
okay.
like, ooh, it's very slimming.
This was
Unfortunately, the only cape they were able to find is like yellow with flowers.
That would draw attention.
nice.
It's not subtle, but you don't think anyone will recognize you.
The color of the bed sheets.
The bed sheets are white.
Stuff your shirt and pretend you're
Not a
female.
whole lot better.
No, not.
What you need
But it
is
would mislead them, and you have that pretty yellow cape.
Dragonborns are mammalian, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which one is it? Do they come out of eggs or do they come out of?
not
They
in
do.
this. Not in this universe.
They actually do come out.
They come out of eggs, but they
Yeah,
do have actual
breasts.
boobs. Yes.
That's
Drax is the prettiest
Strange.
princess at the ball.
You can't breed the dragon out.
No, it's there. Sorry.
I was pretty sure they didn't come from eggs because when I did the research for my character, originally I was going to have the fire that burnt down my village hatch my egg, but I don't come from eggs, so I just had it burn down around me and kill my parents instead.
It's just imagining.
I don't remember. Anyway, we can look it up later.
Yeah, we can look it up.
Female.
Anyway, you have a very pretty pink or
Yellow.
yellow floral print overcoat with a like sunbonnet kind of cloak.
Yeah,
You don't think anyone is going to recognize you in this thing?
it's not going to recognize me, but it will draw attention because a 7-foot-tall mammalian being in a sundress.
Are you gonna screw something that big in a sundress? I don't think so.
It's obviously extremely confident.
Exactly. That is a dragonborn confident in his sexuality. You do not fuck with him.
Man walks down the gangplank on that hat. You know he's not afraid of anything.
Alright,
Yeah, fair.
it'll do in a pinch. I head downstairs and let the innkeeper know that if my friends show up, I'm heading to the nearest tailor's shop, and then I proceed to ask him where that is.
Does anyone want something to drink?
Yes,
Coke Zero, please.
I'm good.
So yes, basically.
3 Coke Zeros?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So yeah, basically I'll use this flowery thing to get me to the tailor's shop and then get something a little more appropriate. Perhaps
Okay,
something.
so as you get some directions to the nearest tailor, but he says they're not likely to be open at this time. It's pretty early. But it's like widow so-and-so
Okay.
kind of thing. They don't really have a lot of, big business tailors.
Look, there's seamstresses, which is the little ladies, and then there's the seamstresses with quotation marks.
Yes.
I see.
And anyway, you come down and you head out in your floral print dresses. Everybody's arriving outside.
This was the best they could do, I said.
You are
Pardon me, ma'am. We're looking for a dragonborn.
Always wanted a sister.
None of you initially recognize Drax until a really creepy voice comes out from a giant sundress. Well,
I knocked
the
her
sundress
over
doesn't
that
really
comment.
fit Drax very well. It's sort of like a sun skirt on him.
Hey, Drax, is that you under there?
An ingenious disguise. Well played.
Reminds me, my mom used to have one like that.
Now then,
Yes,
To the cave.
mine may not be as big as the one your mother wore, but it will suffice.
You've never seen his mother.
yes.
But she's apparently
if
fat.
we hadn't found where they're stashing things, we now know where it is. We no longer need bait so much as we need to storm that cave and get all the information, be it by torture or any other means, from the people inside there.
He's fairly casual about torture, isn't he?
Yes.
Something about
when
his
it comes,
family.
When it comes to
Safety of the world.
yes, and also
Good point.
Oh, so he was raised in a
Backstory.
torturing environment.
He's not a zealot at all.
Torture-rich environment.
He will burn an orphanage if it gets in his way of his holy mission, right?
Yeah,
He
you're-
will burn it to the ground.
especially if there were halflings in it. Those guys are
Well,
disgusting.
Let's go to this cave then.
Hey, he meets my
So they're
approval.
talking about a cave.
The cave? What? Wait, cave? Somebody please explain.
I
Richard,
explained
if
what
you will.
happened.
Businessman, what were you doing sneaking out? You could have gotten yourself in trouble.
He was going to get.
I appreciate your attempt at being a member of the team, but stick to where we know that you are very well skilled in acquiring and selling wares.
Actually, then he can be pretty quiet.
Speaking of which, do you think you could acquire me a better cloak?
You don't
I don't think it'd be too complicated to get you a better cloak.
Well, that thing looks pretty good.
This some guy like,
Actually, with your appraiser's eye, you're like, actually, the thread count on this is pretty high.
It's pretty good quality.
They got you a very high quality sundress.
And if you actually try to flip it over, it's like blue on the inside.
Is it lined?
It's a sundress. It's not lined.
It was probably maybe lined.
cave, lead,
Cave.
go.
Go. Okay, lead. Alright. I'll do my best to lead us back to that cave.
We
We'll
attempt to
rockin'.
march quietly.
As soon as we're clear of the town walls, I remove the sundress. I am clothed underneath.
Oh, thank God.
It's good that you explained that.
16.
16? Okay. You're able to find the trail. And like I said, it's not very heavily traveled.
I don't discard the sundress. It could come in handy later.
You might need it.
All right, a paladin, a cleric, and a dragonborn in a sundress. Yeah, we're not
March into a
sneaking
cave.
anywhere.
There was no intent to sneak with Xanian's part. Just letting you know, if you guys are rolling stealth, go ahead. He's not.
Yeah, we all take -10 stealth.
Oh no, you all get bonus because they're all looking at the shining plate walking towards them, going, "What the?"
And the yellow dress.
No, he took off the yellow dress.
Oh, right.
Well, you're big enough that I can hide behind you anyway, so.
That gives me an idea. So, assuming that I've been brought up to speed on exactly everything that
Yeah,
happened,
they got you up to the speed.
then I say, well, Xanian, since you're so gung-ho about going straight in there anyway, why don't you approach first? We'll spread around the outside, and you can draw out the sentry, and then maybe we can take him from a direction that he's not looking.
Incapacitate him, if you will.
He seems oddly willing to not kill somebody.
This is odd, but I have to point something out. I have a feeling that there's more than one person in the cave. If not, this would be far too easy.
In the cave, yes, but at least we can get the
Get a
sentry
sentry.
outside the cave. We might even be able to use that sentry to persuade the people inside the cave to not immediately attack us.
Probably find out from the tension how many people are inside.
You know, more than likely there's more than one sentry outside. Just pointing that out. Tactics 101.
Let's try.
Dumb people living in a cave.
Why don't we try? We could try it.
My plan was to move forward anyhow. If you want to go around, that's perfectly fine.
He's saying all this while striding purposes
Alright,
towards the
brute
cave.
force it is.
Well, that's the thing. If there's more than one sentry and you try to storm the cave, I'm sure they'll come out of hiding and try and stop you.
So you're still leading him down the path,
Yeah.
Richard? Okay, so you can't storm quite as quickly as you want, Xanian, because Richard does still need to follow
No,
his trail.
that's fine. It just every time he moves forward, it's just like no, no.
Clang, clang. Pause. Clang, clang, clang. Pause. Clang, clang, clang. All
He
right.
understands that it takes time to track back to where they were. The point of the matter is, he's going for the cave.
So what are the rest of you doing? Are you trying to implement
Yeah.
Dax's plan?
Well,
Yeah.
Drax obviously is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to spread out in the woods to see if I can spot the sentry before I do, and not be detected myself.
Yuki? So
Not knowing where this cave is, I'm just gonna follow
But
Richard.
stay within like distance where I can still know where
John's
the
like,
others
I'm
are.
gonna get my character sheets.
No, Dice, I have characters.
You bet.
I just went to I'm going to need to roll some sort of hiding ability. Oh, wait.
Just an FYI, it's in Drax's character, or in Xanian's character, not the sneak, considering his stealth is -1.
That's fair.
Sneaking in plate? No.
Then you get to be the lure.
I am the tank. This is a normal plan. I'm the delicious bait that the enemies will take to come and take down. And then the DPS move in and murder them.
Yay.
But Richard and
Kara,
I,
what are you doing during all this?
Following them.
You're just following which one of them?
Richard.
Okay. And I'm assuming Neri's going to be doing the same thing.
Mary's going to be pretty much...
It's a fair assumption.
We're both the equivalent of Templar and Zealot. We're going to be storming the front. Evil is in the cave; it must be cleansed.
Okay. So, John, what's your bonus to stealth?
3.
And Ray, what's your bonus to stealth?
11.
Now, Puck. Puck. The businessman has gone and hid himself. Wise. Battle is not his forte.
Well, it's pretty short, so it must be easy for him.
So, sorry, what was your bonus, Ray?
I'm under your
11.
I hear nothing. Okay, we have to keep it down. Truly a master of disguise. Help me. Plate is heavy.
Okay.
Quite talented ventriloquism too. It sounds like he's quite under me.
Truly, this businessman knows his trade.
All right. So you guys are moseying along down the trail. You get to the point where it's hard to tell in the dark because you were in the dark, but you're starting to get near to the point where you think the cave's pretty close to here.
Okay.
I'm splitting off to the side.
Yes, you guys are ranging along on the edges, and these ones are doing basically
The straightforward option.
walking down the trail. Walking down the trail.
Pretty much as far in the woods as I can without losing the rest of them.
Basically. Let me go and find
Does
my...
anybody want a slice of pizza?
No thanks.
I'm good.
Nope.
What kind is it?
Not the kind you like.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, it's okay.
Cheeseburger?
That's what it said.
Interesting.
Oh, sorry, bacon cheeseburger.
That makes it more appealing, but still I will not have some.
Yeah.
Where are you guys outside?
We are steadily making our way towards that cave.
Sun Bros.
Stop sunbrowing.
What? Okay.
Jolly cooperation.
It's a Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition thing that those guys picked up.
I see.
It's weird, don't worry about it.
I won't.
Truly, they don't understand.
Truly.
They will never see the greatness of the sun.
It's all its beauty and glory.
Moving on.
Find the dudes that I had outside so I can see whether or not they spot you nudes.
We're pretty newbie.
Oh, they're gonna spot me.
Well, yeah, okay.
You're very
You are not hiding.
Yeah.
Are you
So they
going with the
spot
sneak
you.
or are you going with the Zanian storm the front?
No, I'm storming the front.
Assuming
Plus
I
sneaking.
rolled fairly decent, if they spotted me, they spotted everybody else.
Well, yeah, considering you have plus 11.
You are the sneakiest.
I am not made for stealth.
I'm assuming
so no,
my
I never
dexterity is
stealth.
factored into whatever the skill thing
Yep.
is. In here.
Yep, those are your totals.
I have a 1. And he's got a -1. We don't stealth. We hide in head first.
Well,
You're
Richard
like
and I are the only
hop
two
clank.
that-
I kick open doors to pray for Christ's sake. I'm not stealthing anywhere.
That really does now fit your character.
The simple math is this. We're used to storming bad
Is it
places
true?
and
Yes.
walking out of it clean.
Unscathed.
I see
Yeah,
this before.
yeah, clean.
Yeah, I'm
Blood-soaked armor. Like, oh, I gotta polish again tonight.
ooh, raspberry.
Gnome blood. Where'd that come from? I don't remember slaying that.
I don't remember killing gnomes. Well, more meat for me.
I didn't know they had a pet.
You're the one that killed everyone in my village.
You're the one I mistook for a halfling.
A gang of halflings.
I thought there were
West
6
side.
halflings piled up on top of each other, but it was you the entire time.
I was confused why they were
Get my
gay.
cat!
Oh yes, you mean this cat like tips a hat?
Oh my god, it's still alive!
This is my cat now.
Reputation will take those bloodstains right out.
Yes. Ironically, alternate Zanian was a very bad person.
Alternate thing?
Yes, in the alternate universe that
The one with
exists.
the goatee.
Yeah, the one with
Yes.
the goatee, exactly.
He actually would lead the Red Army of Solace across the entire world in a battle of conquest.
Sounds like a good time. I mean,
I love how you created an alternate universe with an alternate evil you with a goatee.
Yes.
Jim is weird like that.
Good times.
This is the equivalent of if one thing hadn't happened in his past, this was the route he was taking.
Right. Anyhow, continuing on.
So yes,
DM.
you guys are tromping up the path,
And
What is your perception and what is your perception?
7.
Will you perceive that there's an arrow sticking out of your
all
chest?
one of them. Well, wait. Do you want my? Is it
Again?
like my perception skill or my passive perception?
I'm assuming you're searching.
Actively.
You're not.
looking
Yeah,
around.
basically, passive perception is, you're walking down the street and there's an ambush.
Right.
If you're not like, I am watching for ambushes,
Right.
then that's passive perception. If you are watching for ambushes, which I have to assume you're watching for the sentries, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely am.
You get to roll, so it could be worse than the plus 10.
Okay.
Comes out exactly the same. That's an 11.
You roll the 10.
I rolled the 10. Yeah.
12.
Ray rolled the 1.
My passive
5.
perception is 20.
Right, because your perception skill is at 10.
Right. My passive perception is 11, and that perception roll becomes an 11. So either way, split the difference. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, same shit, different bottom.
But yes, I'm assuming you're all actively looking for sentries at this point. So you can all make perception checks if you like. Just let me know what you want to do.
24.
12.
19.
4.
Total?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the dude at the door. That's all I care about.
Harry's watching Xanian's butt as he's striding along.
I love it when he has determination in his stride.
So handsome.
The perfect amount of butt jiggle with every step. Almost like his hair.
Which is impressive since he's wearing plate.
I was going to say
It's molded.
yeah, it's molded and it's hung in such a way that it actually does
Yep.
butt movements.
Plus
Might have to change it as soon as I joined up with him.
he does the model walk a little bit too. The
Diablo 3
the crossover walk.
You do the hip swing.
I was thinking the Zoolander
The
walk.
sexy Diablo sit
No, Zoolander.
The one move that completely ruined any terror from the Lord of Terror. The sachet towards the gates of heaven for their sushi.
He was just
Hey.
sauntering up for the shoe sale.
The world knows no terror such as a woman's scorn or whatever.
It was Diablo in drag.
It was.
That's not a woman. That's just a guy dressed as a woman doing the woman walk. That's not terrifying. That's
So what you're saying is you couldn't take Diablo seriously for the same reon that I looked at Agent Smith and saw Priscilla Queen of the Desert.
Yes.
yes. At least I never saw whatever that movie was, so I saw him as Agent Smith. And now I see every character that he ever plays as Agent Smith, which was awesome in Lord of the Rings. I'll mention, Mr. Anderson.
To the door.
Yes, to the door. Wow. If the cave does the cave have a door? That would be impressive.
The cave does not have a door.
Damn.
That would have been a dead giveaway.
The cave has a cave.
Is it closed?
mouth.
Because if it's closed, I give up.
Evil
Yeah.
layer.
I don't even check that shit. I
Wow.
just leave. I go sleep on the floor at the end.
The greatest obstacles. Adorable.
Have you
My
played
own
Fallout?
Ineptitude.
Okay, we move.
So yes, you guys are strolling along. You guys are ranging through the woods, and all of a sudden, let's see, how many of you are there? 6. That's convenient.
Drax takes 2 crossbow bolts to the chest.
nipples.
Nipple bolts times 2.
Not again!
Why,
I think this
Jesus.
time I'm just gonna keep these nipple tassels.
Good luck.
Oh, they shot the tassels.
Now he's got
Could be working.
super long tassels.
Drax, where's this breastplate?
He split my tassels in twain.
Now the breastplate has nipple tassels. What the hell, man?
Kara, what's your AC?
Oh,
Not high enough.
15.
oh. Actually, yeah.
That's pretty good for a wizard, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Well, I was like,
that is
ooh,
pretty
and then I looked down and see Drax's AC is 14, so I'm like, I should not.
That is
tell.
impressive. Why your AC is
Dwarf.
pretty good. But
I can actually boost it. I have the staff of defense.
But in 4th, you can apply your intelligence to AC instead of
Yeah.
Dex,
Yeah.
right? So that's why you're.
It's
That's
deck
why it's
organ.
high.
In any case, it's not enough. As you're strolling through the woods, all of a sudden, you hear, and a dagger sort of flies out of the woods and just impales itself into your shoulder.
Ow.
Yes, you take. Where are my dice?
We have pencils. I don't have pencils. For some reason.
Not for you. I got Mark.
None for
You can have
Mark.
it afterwards. So I'm taking how much damage?
Only when you get hurt may you use the pencil.
1d4.
Quick, Mark.
That's a light weapon, so there's no strength.
I was thrown.
So that's 12 damage.
I was going to say that Nick has to add the ownage factor.
Yes.
Sneak attack damage, probably.
No. Because they need combat advantage.
Or surprise.
Or surprise.
Or surprise? Okay. Whatever I told you, plus 3.
15 total. Do I see this?
Wow, you see Kara take a... Oh, wait, no. Well, you hear Kara go...
Not now, Kara. We have important business to attend to.
Yes, you're sort of like...
The thing is, I'm not even bloody. I'm 1 point away from bloody, so I'm not even bloodied.
That's a lot of damage from a dagger, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Sister makes that sound, I move. So I sound source and move towards.
Yes, there is a definite sound of pain.
Yes, at this point, you guys see basically somebody pop up from the woods, like out of the woods, and just like pitch a dagger.
I don't like that person.
No, he's not very nice.
That person should become your bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit you.
Okay. So did Kara see where that came from?
You guys all do. You guys that are roaming out on the sides, you're not in as good of a position to see where it came from yet because you're out a ways.
Right.
You're not too far out.
Kara herself saw where.
Yeah, all of you with a little bit of like you can spot the guy. Like he was hiding in the bushes, then he popped up and pitched a dagger.
Right, because basically I'm going to run up to Kara and be like, "What happened?" She points.
Dagger.
So yes,
Nope.
and as this is happening at the same time, another person pops up and flings another dagger. It goes towards Zany and just goes twang and bounces off of his chest.
Harmlessly.
Fairly harmlessly, yes.
Catches it, throws it back at the person.
He's like, you there, bandit. I need to have a word with you.
Pardon me.
We leave for it.
Miniatures?
Minis.
Pardon me, I need to return this day.
I wouldn't worry,
Just like bouncing off him. I need to have a word with you.
I wouldn't worry too much about the minis for this one. These are just the sentries. But we will need them. So yes, everyone roll initiative.
12.
Whoa,
26.
I'm wasting my 20s.
Remember, you have a spell that doesn't miss.
I do. Oh, I mentioned 23.
Drax is tied with Zany.
Sorry, Jim was what?
12.
12. And Drax is also 12.
12.
I rolled a 20.
Kara?
23.
What does it go to next when breaking through that?
Pardon?
Dex.
Dex?
Puck?
I got a +2. What's yours?
5.
I'm late.
Okay. So
Kara? Oh, sorry, Kara we already have.
Richard.
Neri.
18.
What, the deuce?
I'm on the
Finally,
ball.
Allie doesn't go last.
I'm on the ball.
She turned her
And
26.
Richard? 26?
It was natural 20. Plus
Oh,
6.
nice.
Like, oh, yeah,
Well,
okay.
2 of our characters were natural 20 on initiative this round.
Yep.
Crazy.
Alright, what's their initiative bonus?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm not going first. 5.
Yes.
I rolled the 1.
You are last.
Critical fumble initiative.
Okay, so you guys, at this point, you all can see the two generic-looking guys in wooden scruffy clothes who have popped up.
Can we draw this out? Because I have like distance and bursts and blasts and things that I'd like to.
If you like.
Yes,
Like,
It's the best way.
it's not very complicated, but yes, you may. So put yourselves where you are. You guys are going to be basically 6 squares out on each side. You and Hawk. Pick a side. And then they're in front of you, basically.
And wherever Kara is.
8 squares. See the range on these things.
Okay. So if that's center,
So 5 squares back from you, and 4 squares back from each other, or apart from each other.
Jim, do you have Pock?
He's over there.
Oh, where he's
sorry,
going?
4 back and 5 out. You said?
How does this stay?
You were 4, 1, 2.
You need
3,
blue.
4, 5.
Oh, it's
Make
blue.
it stay in, yeah. Just
Where
put
did
him
you
down
think
and
to-
slide him.
No.
Jim has her. Or I need a better base. Jim, you have another base?
I need the green stuff is.
Yeah.
Do it down?
Glue edge. The green stuff will work better.
Yeah.
So they're basically going the path.
Yeah, we'll say that this is the path. We'll say this microphone here is the cave.
You guys are on either sides of the path, though. You and Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're probably going to be on the whatever side Kara's on.
Cool.
So you said
That's awesome.
I think
4 back and 5 out.
No exception to
These
this.
guys.
The group of us were going down the path together.
that'll work.
Kara would have been with the group.
there.
She was not off with you.
That's fine. Do it later, though. I don't care right now.
Oh, you were not.
That's
No,
awesome.
I
love
was
that.
with the group.
Hey, look,
Okay,
Carl.
so then I've
Look, no, it's not.
You've heard
We'll
me
say I
cry
use
out
my
You
for
are
first
no. You are
movement.
6 squares out. It's not your turn. You are 6 squares out on that side.
Regardless of what you want to do, initiative happens
Yes.
Yes.
And they,
as she gets hit.
you can put 2 anythings down for them. They are 5 squares. Like
No.
the microphone is, the cave. Let's say
Right.
they are 5 squares towards the microphone, 4 squares apart.
So, say about here,
About them on the head, or
here and here about.
Did you have glue?
No, cool,
Yep.
no.
Yeah, 4 or 5 squares apart doesn't really matter.
Enough.
the 4 squares apart on the side of the on the side of the.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect.
I would be represented by this D8. Or sorry, this D6.
Just bring the goblin back for now.
Fine.
Until,
I'll
get
have
him
both
set
of
up.
Whatever. We can do this fight with the D6 or here.
No, for Ray.
Picking this rock, Ray.
Jim, I got a roll.
Okay, good.
There.
Are you on a horse?
Okay. So first initiative goes
he's-
to
No, I'm still in the
All right.
woods.
Richard. Richard has first initiative.
All right.
It's kind of sticky.
I'm gonna.
I'll let you do it then. I don't rip my hands apart.
I'll use my move action to move up. Stir.
Holy crap. Okay.
You have 5 moving now, right? Yeah. 5. And then I can use my throw and stab.
Which one of you two had the highest initiative between?
I did.
Between
I thought you tied.
We did, but he has higher decks.
Oh, okay. So we use a range attack
Just
on
push it
the
against
guy
the
on the left. Your right.
okay, let's call him number 1.
Yeah. So that's throw and stab.
Okay.
19 versus AC.
That's a hit.
And that does 1d6
Nice.
plus 0 damage. So 6 damage. That one. Then I get to move up to my base speed and make a melee basic attack against another creature.
Evergreen stuff.
Goes there. 1, 2.
Puck is a rock.
And melee basic attack.
For now.
Yeah.
19 versus AC.
Hit.
So 1d10. 4. 7 damage.
Okay. So that was to number 2 that you did the
7 damage.
7
Yeah.
damage.
6 to number 1. 7 to number 2.
Perfect. Okay. After Richard is Kara. So basically, all of a sudden, after these guys pop out, Richard just goes crazy and
Dashes
bursts
off.
into action, whips an axe, runs up and
he
chops
didn't
the guy
miss
with
this
another
time.
axe. Yes, shockingly, he didn't miss. Perhaps he's
Do you
a
have your little
doppelganger.
axe tokens? Your axe tracers?
All right.
I don't think you need to worry about them too much for this fight, honestly.
Right, but he's going to need them for the next fight. I'm assuming
Yes.
there should be another fight inside the cave.
Yeah. I did consider
That would be kind of
screwing
lame
with
if
you
there
guys,
wasn't.
but
All right.
the cave is a giant narwhal.
While looking
Boss fight already.
through this dagger, straight in the eye.
Well, you can tell who it was.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
number 1, basically
I'm looking
popped
at
up, and he's just like and you're just like, huh? And then
So, yes.
Richard basically is like, "Ah!" and runs off.
Richard is now your hero.
Dash off and like engage two enemies at
Yeah.
once.
So yes, I will stare him straight in the eye, pull out this dagger, trigger my dwarven resilience.
Which does what?
Minor action, you use your second wind.
Huh, okay.
So I shrug it off.
Is that an encounter action?
It is. Second wind is always an encounter
I
action.
don't know what the
No, I mean like your
things
dwarven whatever is an encounter action.
Encounter.
Fancy.
Yeah, can we get experience? Gonna get
And then I will magic missile him.
another 4
2 whites. Nice.
Pew. Pew.
So he takes 5 damage?
Play again.
6.
Oh,
6
I'm
damage.
available
Staff.
Saturday.
Right.
We're not.
Okay. Jim was asking.
Alright, if I could
Yeah.
borrow
We're not
I'm
getting
like-
what?
And I said, I'm like, did you talk to your mom?
Pencil?
And he's like, no. I'm like,
And that's
you
my
talked to your
turn.
mom about Thanksgiving, Jim.
I don't
So,
really
yes.
want to move.
Are you sure they're going to have Thanksgiving this year? They're not just going to like blow you guys off? And
No, they're having it at their place this time.
You guys should blow them off.
No, that would not go well.
Anyways, Allie?
Yes. Next person on the list.
After, yes, after Kara is Mary.
I'll go. Kill, name, destroy.
1, 2, is that it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I threw my axe at 1.
Yeah, I'm closer to.
Found axe tokens.
Yeah.
It's 5, so I thought. Okay.
2.
And I'm going to recovery strike him, so the next person who hits him
That's
can
number 1.
heal.
They're the same guys, like in terms of stats. So.
Right, but they haven't taken the
Nope.
same amount of damage.
Missed.
Roll a 1.
Ooh!
Where's the D100?
Roll your percentile die for extremely hilarious flavor.
And.
9.
Oh. Well, that's not very exciting.
It was almost 100.
Yes. 9 is pretty low, though.
It is.
So,
Are you making it that it has to be a 1 or 100 on that thing to do something?
no.
Okay,
1 or 100 will be, like, something extreme. But, like,
In this case, a 9 does what?
a 9 basically... So, you see Neri, she's like... "Rrrr!" She runs up and, like, takes a huge swing like you've seen her do many times before. And you guys are all like, wait for it. And she, like... And it just, like, passes right over the guy's head, right? It's just like... And he's just like, oh no, I'm gonna take this right in the... And woof! It just goes... You know, you see at the top of his helm just takes like a... Tick, and... It's like... Did he just get shorter? What happened? And he's just like... And as she's finishing her swing, she's so surprised. She releases the hammer and it goes flying out of her hands and slams into a tree, which...
Shatters the tree.
You see the tree just go like... And the tree like... And falls down.
Can I use a minor action? I want to attempt to intimidate me. Like, next time that'll be your head.
Roll intimidate.
There you go.
Never mind.
I'm not an intimidating character, so
Well, you're like... Whoosh!
8.
Yeah, who would you intimidate?
Well, it's an intimidating action, but it doesn't necessarily have to work.
No.
So yes, your you use one of your axe tokens for Allie's. Just put it like 3 squares off
Yeah.
That?
over there beside a destroyed tree. After Neri is Drax.
All right.
See.
Acid orb
I'm the
1.
healer, asshole.
Acid orb on which one? Sorry.
1.
Number 1.
16 against reflex.
So your acid orb is whipping towards. Did you hit it swing at number 1 or?
1, yeah.
So yes, number 1 is sort of standing there like. Despite her failure to intimidate him, it is still kind of scary.
He also did just
Just see this giant fuck off mace nearly take your head off, and it missed and shattered a tree.
Yes.
So he's sort of standing there paralyzed, and then like at the last second, as the acid orb is coming towards me, he just sort of like slumps down out of the way a little bit, like "Whoa!" It's like someone cut the strings out of a puppet, and he sort of, you don't get the impression he did it on purpose, but he lurches out of the way of your acid orb.
Okay.
After Drax is Xanian.
In charge. Number 2.
How many squares did you just move?
6. Because I'm charging.
Charge plus 2.
Yep.
I'm going to be using my Ardent Strike in lieu of my basic attack because I
It does have a
can.
-2 to AC this round, though.
Yes.
Did we determine that?
No,
Charge.
there is no -2 AC for charging.
Pretty much the plus.
Just a plus one.
attack.
I thought it was like that. I thought we thought it was like that. but
That's
we
a
didn't.
crit.
Oh, 20, nice.
Wow.
Don't I have a vicious weapon now too?
That you do.
What does the vicious do?
Extra damage.
Did you put it on your?
Yes. Crit is plus 1d12.
With the.
Oh!
D100?
With
What is your roll on the D100?
79, it looks like.
79, yep.
So basically,
Yeah,
Um,
79.
you're not going to get any bonus damage out of that. But what did you do in terms of damage?
Well, that's 1d8.
20? Holy shit.
This way don't fuck with the paladin.
Plus, it's a magical weapon, right?
Yeah, so you get an extra D6.
An extra d6, d8.
6.
This guy is delaying our ascension to that cave.
22 plus my
Paladin's not
charisma, which is 3, so 25 damage with an at will.
And this is what is it? What is the power of that crazy sword
It's a
again?
+1 weapon, so you add +1 to the damage.
Oh, okay, so 26.
You didn't put it on. You didn't put it through the character.
No, it was added after because I wasn't there for the loot when I actually made him level 2. Because Ash. So, anyway.
Right.
Oh,
So you'll have to do that
Yes,
next time.
next
so you
time, yeah.
have it easier.
So that's 26 damage, and
Doesn't your
it
thing
sanctions
have,
him.
Doesn't your thing have some sort of bonus? Like the weapon I gave you was
It gives-
specifically
it does-
bloodthirsty or something.
It's
like
vicious. It does 1d12
On a crit.
extra damage on a crit.
Yeah.
And he rolled his 1d12 and got a 12.
that. Okay.
So he did max damage plus max
Crit damage.
crit damage.
So how much did it? What did it work out to? Total?
26.
26.
He's out.
He is actually not.
Wow.
He just has a sword through his
Is he
gut.
bloodied?
He is extremely.
Was he bloody
bloody.
before?
He was not.
Oh,
You would. Yeah. Okay. So
he's marked, by the way.
Okay. Sure.
Just a tad.
So Zanian basically just like gets a steely glare and he's like, "You're in the way of getting my sword!" Just barrels towards this guy. You don't get any bonus damage from charging, do you?
That's too bad.
Just the attack roll. Which
You
he didn't
literally
need.
left him at 1 HP.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Zany.
So he's basically like,
Yeah, like basically you come up and just like chop him, right? And it's just like one of these like
An arm
he's
comes off,
open
like-
stem to stern kind of wounds, where it's like he's technically alive still, but
Not for long.
yeah, I'm gonna say he fails a fortitude roll to. There's some sort of rule in this game. I don't remember how it works.
There is. If you
With-
take a large
if
amount
you
of
take
damage,
more than half your health and damage,
In one
there is
hit.
some kind of a roll
Shock.
that you have to roll to
Kind of.
basically not
I can look
fucking
it up.
keel over. I don't care enough at this point. This guy's fucked.
Yes.
If it's against the real enemy, I'll look into it. You can look
Yeah.
it up. But this
I'll look it
guy,
up
he's
for
a
now.
mook,
Until the
right?
next
But
turn.
he is a
Yeah.
dead mook. Despite having been knocked down to 1, the shock of having 26 of his hit points just disappear. And he basically just collapses into a lifeless chunk on the ground. And you definitely feel as if that weapon was just like... It definitely seems to like that.
It's like being home again.
So after Zanian is number 1.
you remind me of Flesh Peeler.
Number one, who kind of slumped down to the ground.
No, it's number 2.
No, that was number 2. Number 1.
He fell.
No. Number one, you said that when I
Oh,
shot my
yeah.
acid at him, like...
Well, no, he didn't fall to the ground. He was more of like a lurch out of the way kind of thing.
Okay.
He didn't actually hit the ground,
Okay.
invading your attack.
He marionette
Still in front
danced.
of him, so.
He didn't
Basically,
drop, he didn't drop
he had
prone.
he had reflex of 16 and just narrowly avoided your shot.
Right.
So yes, he still recording.
Still recording.
Excellent. He hello, Munchkin. Would you like to help?
How much health does everyone
the
have around?
massive damage roll was
like
a variant
29.
roll for 3.5.
Okay.
An optional roll. It is not in 4th ed.
Oh, Okay. Well,
You
I'll
can
introduce some
use
kind
it
of.
if you want.
I'll introduce some kind of
Yeah.
a flavor thing. Anyway.
DM says it's dead. It's dead.
Yeah. I think we can call him dead.
Yeah.
I just took 3/4 of his health and damage. Like,
He was really not feeling good after that. So yeah,
Everybody saw the paladin do it.
number one looked fairly intimidated, but he still attempts to make an attack. And we will see. So he pulls another dagger out of his vest. Who's beside him at this point?
I'm in front of him.
You're right in front of him.
Yeah.
We'll say he attacks Neri.
That will make the most sense.
17 AC.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
17.
As good as mine.
Free action. Don't you want to keep him alive for information?
There are 2 of them.
there were 2 of them.
Yes, his attack. He stabs at you, and you feel it basically like scrape along your waist, but it doesn't do any damage. Your armor holds it out. Yay, armor upgrade!
You'll just have to buff out that scratch later.
You did get some pretty blossoms.
I'm holding
if I
all of that
remember
stuff
correctly.
for a big fight.
Yeah, I took my armor upgrade off. The flowers were just too much.
And after
Your armor was 2?
After number one is number 2.
Who's dead?
He spends his turn bleeding out on the ground, and Pock, it's your go.
Alright. I move up within.
A sudden rock slide attacks.
But you do
My God, they have even the terrain attacking us, clever bastards.
I'm gonna. Within range.
Backstab Jim?
No, I'm gonna whip a shuriken at the.
What? He's going to engrave his initials in my butt plate?
He writes sexy on your ass plate.
It is.
Here.
juicy.
Yeah.
Slut.
Yes.
So you're throwing a shuriken?
Yes. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use just a normal basic attack, ranged attack.
Do you have other options?
I have a gloaming cut, which is basically going to do the same thing, but I shift a number of squares equal to my int. And
Want to see that?
actually, no, I will use it because then I can stealth after.
Yeah, you're totally going to live till your next turn. Roll it.
So, 15, 16,
Remember, when it gets your turn, be ready with what you're going to do.
versus AC.
That's it.
Makes it go faster.
Oh man.
Full damage.
I wish I went further else. Because I face step into you.
I need another d6.
Yep.
10. And assuming he's still alive, I'll use sneak in the attack on him.
What is that?
Oh wait, no, never mind. I have to be within melee range for that one.
Yep.
That's Dick.
My turn.
Yep.
Take him alive.
Of course. There that one's not dead yet.
What?
Dying.
No, he's dead.
The
He's
other guy's
bled out
dead.
on his turn.
Alright, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4. 4, there's an AFO there for the, what you call it?
Sorry, what?
He gets opportunity attack. I moved to flank and opportunity attack.
There wasn't a way you could have done like.
He could have. He doesn't
He
care.
doesn't care.
I don't. Richard doesn't care.
What's your AC versus opportunity?
22.
Okay, he misses.
21. Sorry.
Still misses.
I still have running my shields on you.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with him with my fading strike.
Ooh, nice.
24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You sure? You want to check just in case? Oh, okay.
6. 9 damage.
Dude's got to be near death.
He's bloody at this point.
Oh, good.
Richard
Can I-
Cara, I think?
Yeah.
Yes, Kara next.
I can do non-lethal magic missiles, right?
No.
Knock a tree on him.
There's not much I can do to him without murdering him.
Pass your
You
turn.
could hit him with a stick.
Yeah, I can't move that far. Remember?
Magic missile is concussive force, isn't it? It's just force.
It's force, yeah. It's got a force keyword.
You could.
Well, if any magic damage was going to, I'd say that it would probably qualify, but...
We also have healing magic to pull him back up from dying if you do knock him below 0. Unless you blow his head off his shoulders, at which point I don't think any healing magic short of a resurrection will fix that.
I don't have that spell
I'll say
yet.
magic missile can be controlled because it seems like the kind of thing that it's not elemental, it's actual.
It's actual force.
It's actual
like
force
one
damage.
of the keywords is force. So, alright,
You can hit him at half strength if you want.
sure.
Round up or down?
It doesn't matter. It's 6.
It's 6
Okay.
divided by.
so 3 damage.
Wasn't it originally 5?
Yes.
Yeah, but she has +1 staff now.
Ah.
Yeah.
The staff of magic awesomeness. All right, so you hit him with a Kara's magic missile.
It shrunk somehow.
It lumbers towards.
Is it like the slow arrow from the gamers?
Yes. Exactly like that.
Pedonculus.
So yeah, it's sort of he's sort of standing there wheezing, and it sort of collides with his chest, and he just slumps to the ground. You have rendered him unconscious.
Excellent.
You knocked him to 0 HP, so it worked out.
That worked out.
If that wasn't going to work, I was going to do what you and I were talking about, where I storm walk the square next to him and try to knock him over. But, fair enough.
Well, I'll pick him up.
Neri just goes.
I'll grab him one arm, grab my mace in the other.
Retrieve the mace.
No dramatic. Richard, tie him up.
I don't know how. Just kidding.
The incompetent ranger apparently forgot how to tie knots. He was clearly
Over, under, in, and out.
That's what shoe tying's all about.
Yes, Goofy.
Alright, thank you.
Okay.
One of us will use... We're going to pull him out of sight. So, behind a tree or big rock or not in the clearing.
Well, that's good.
Good plan.
Take my shuriken out of his shoulder.
I got a
Wipe
free
the good blood
dagger.
off.
I approach Kara to make sure she's okay from that dagger.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll patch
Alright.
Kara
Coated
up.
in dwarf blood.
I'll patch her up if there is any actual extenuating damage.
I still have 8 damage to heal up.
You don't want to hit this turn?
I just use the surge.
Oh yeah, you can burn healing surges. At this
I'll
point.
burn one healing surge and bring myself up
Okay,
to
so once we're in a somewhat hidden spot,
You're in
Nersitis,
like a thing off. The
Wake him
side.
up.
wake him up.
Okay.
Volume.
For flavor, can I use a healing punch to wake him up?
So you're going to heal him and then punch him into
I'm going to punch him with healing magic.
Sure.
The equivalent of an enemy slap awake.
Yes.
That does seem like the kind of thing that clerics can do. I did have a healing strike when I was a cleric.
I do have recovery strike. I just use it in my hand.
He gains 2 temporary hit points.
to heal him.
There you go.
She's going to beat him to health with a magical wellness stick.
All right, so you clobber the crap out of him and he wakes up.
Yeah.
He's probably at the
He's
equivalent
probably
of
really confused.
1 health.
Yeah, she's bordering between 0 and 1 health kind of HP.
Alright, Damien, all yours. Drax, look menacing in the background. It'll help.
He puts on a sundress. You don't know what I'm capable of. I'm crazy.
I won't tell you anything, but if you give me 5 minutes with that beautiful dragonborn, scene white.
Well, honestly, that would be fairly intimidating.
Damn. He's awake?
He is awake.
How many are you?
Hang on, he's finishing his chips.
Who gave him chips?
Sorry.
First the halfling, now this.
Richard likes to give away snacks because he can't find any other food. It makes him feel more.
It's like, this is for those berries I couldn't find. Have a chip.
Hey, aren't these poison berries?
And Kara's like, this area is ripe with blueberries. And like, Richard is like, I can't find any blueberries.
Oh, I found those purple berries. I don't like them.
So hungry.
Richard is
So
really
he looks back at
colorblind.
you and says, our numbers are limitless.
We are the
My patience is not. Answer the question.
I have answered the question. Our numbers are limitless.
And how many in the cave? Limitless?
Our numbers are limitless.
What is he, a puppet?
I'm going to intimidate him now.
Keep me have drunk the Kool-Aid.
Then I will bleed him dry of the Kool-Aid and ask again.
Roll it.
Okay, so that's going to be a 20 flat.
So you're just like looming over him, attempting to intimidate him, basically?
With the sword that cleaved his friend in twain at my hand, yes.
Dripping in his friend's blood.
Probably.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned it off yet.
That is true. There's some
Wipe
entrails
the,
stuck
you
on
wipe the blood on him.
That comes next. Zadian's very good at terrorizing people.
I believe it.
Torture.
He
Yep.
looks back at you. You don't get much out of this guy's eyes, kind of thing. He's got like a glassy gaze, and he looks at you and he sort of just says, "We are limitless."
I hit him with an acid orb. Oh yeah, do I ever hit him with an acid orb? That would be 25 versus reflex, and seeing as he's tied up and pinned down. Yeah.
And he had 1 health.
Okay.
I was in my head. I'm like, if he says limitless one more time, he's gonna fucking get it, and he will.
So as Drax melts the prisoner into a pool of goo.
He wasn't gonna help us anyway.
He may have been mind controlled and we could have broken that.
We don't have time for that. Aren't you on some sort of mission? Come on, let's storm.
Storming is a
Isn't that
good
your
plan.
thing?
However, knowing how many were inside was the original plan. I don't care. They're all dead to me.
Apparently they're limitless.
They're limitless. Let's just go, you
His
know.
corpse says, "We are limitless." The bubbling, oozy body.
Limitless.
Let's see how limitless they really are.
He spells out limitless in the acid domains.
Like alphabets.
Yeah.
Zadian's just going to pretty much kick the body over and move forward.
There's not much of the
There's
body
no
left.
body left.
It got all melted.
There's a
subdu-
goo that's
there's no
limitless.
subdual acid.
He retrieves the rope and hands it off to Richard.
What
You
rope?
you obtain some oozy acid dissolved rope.
Oh, thanks, Zadian.
You what? Sorry.
I'll leave the rope.
I think it's done.
And now we're going to storm the cave.
All right. So you start heading towards the cave. As you're approaching. Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
You have knowledge religion.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Do you have any knowledge? You have knowledge religion.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have to. I'm a paladin.
Yeah, we both do.
You have the
know
history,
all the
You have the
things.
history. You can do a history check.
I've got history as well.
for anything. How does it work for yours, Jen? You
History,
can-
what?
My
She has a
history is
special
9.
ability.
Yeah, Jen has a special relevant ability. This is definitely a religion thing.
Okay.
So your religion is-
Trigger, you would make a knowledge check using a skill other than history.
Right.
You make a history check.
Okay. Do you have knowledge religion?
Only Arcana.
Knowledge
Not
religion?
trained.
And then no.
Yeah, you need to
It's
have
gotta
it
be trained.
You need to have it trained in order to
I have a book
use
about
it.
this.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody roll a dice. Everyone who has religion or history.
Zadian does not give enough fucks. That would be 10.
10 whole fucks.
Woohoo! 28.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh,
I give all the fuck.
she busts into the cage. She's like, I'm here to pray. They beat me to it.
I'd like to point out that her punishment for doing not 100% on her missions was to go and study historical documents
That
in
would
her
make sense.
in her library.
Yeah.
And that was Kara's reward for doing well in her.
That was her punishment.
They spent a lot of time growing up together.
I rolled a 21.
You rolled
No.
a 21 or.
Well, I rolled a 12. That's
Impressive.
I'm like,
She rolls with Cthulhu dice.
I'm gonna take Jen's dice away. Apparently she's cheating.
I have rolled a 50.
Did you roll the invert side? Yes. Why?
You're not allowed to roll that D100, right?
No, I rolled a 12. That's my 9.
I rolled the 28.
That's a D100. Remember? Anyhow, continuing on. 28 on.
So
Mary.
Xanian, as you guys are as you're coming in, you see. Well, okay. Let's start by you're entering a darkened cave.
Torches.
You see.
Yes.
My hate illuminates the way.
Basically, as you're walking into this cave, it's just plastered with symbols and scrawls and but you can't read it kind of thing. But it is clearly religious symbology of some kind. You know that much.
Yeah.
You know.
What do I know?
You know a lot, apparently. You know that it is. Basically, you can't read it specifically, but it's definitely prayers to Vecna.
Oh, Christ.
Yay.
No, Vecna.
Damn you, Vecna Christ.
Well, technically, Jesus was a zombie.
I recognize enough to know it's bad.
No, you recognize enough to know that it's Vecna.
Okay.
You know enough to know the difficulty. The DC was 20, so
Okay.
you get that it's stuff to Vecna. You get the additional information basically from what you're able to discern out of this, and from some dusty tome kind of thing. Is you're it's a specific sect or cult of Vecna that hasn't been seen for a very long time, and that not just Vecna's usual go out and do bad shit, which is literally what Vecna tells people. It's basically go out and do evil. That's Vecna's MO.
Go there, kick puppies. Live in your power.
Pretty much, it's that's the kind of. It's just do some bad stuff. You know that this sect, not only did they try to go out and do evil as commanded, but they actually were looking for magical ways to convert people that
To the
didn't
cult?
believe. So
Temper them.
Not so much. Yeah, like Garuda style.
Everyone but John at the table understands. Tempering.
In Final Fantasy XIV, the mobs you can fight, some of the big bosses can basically go and be like, witness my awesomeness, and people are like, oh, I'm your servant now.
Yeah.
Enthralls them.
Enthralls them completely.
And it's like a complete mind wipe, and they're just like, Vecna rules. But they are not they're still themselves. It's just now they serve.
They're very devoted to
That
Vecna.
deity.
But it's they weren't seeking a religious means of doing this kind of thing, like a preaching means. They're seeking a magical divine means of doing it.
Easy conversion.
So easy converter.
Yeah. Blast you with a rod, suddenly you love Vecna.
Yeah.
Drink this water. You love Vecna now.
Drink the
You're addicted to cocaine. I'm so cold.
So yes, you're able to discern that it's this specific sect that is that is
Just knowing that it's
And you're like,
Vecna is
Just knowing that it's Vecna, I'm like, oh no.
because they're just evil for evil's sake. It's God damn it.
It's almost like Xanian's family.
When Kara starts swearing / muttering, I ask, what is that
Yes,
stuff?
that shit, you don't know crap about it,
bad,
but it
yo.
looks spooky.
Yeah.
It is some spooky
Yeah,
shit.
at this point,
And these
I'm
two
gonna tell
basically walk in and they're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is so bad. And they're basically just pouring over. They're like, oh man, and I was just like, it just gets so much worse. Man, this is bad. You guys are just like, oh my god.
I hate these people. What is
It's
wrong with
I
them?
think those things mean bad stuff and keep striding down the.
Let's be honest. He's not even looking. It's like sword.
I'll
Yay,
explain
yo,
briefly
stop,
to Drax
Xanian.
Okay.
Vecna.
what Vecna involves.
Just out of my own curiosity, is it assumed that general people would know about most of the more well-known gods? Like, if they said Vecna, would I recognize the name necessarily?
You have a religion higher than 0.
You would recognize them
Who?
as... You recognize them as...
You probably would recognize the name as bad shit.
Right. Okay.
You would
That's all I wanted to get out of it.
If you have a religion of 0, you don't give
Then I
2
have 3.
shits about gods.
Vecna equals
Yeah.
evil cult.
At this point, I'm pretty much going to explain to everybody what is on the walls and what it means.
So I'll read a description that
Yeah.
everyone would know basic of.
Vecna
Vecna is the evil god of undead, necromancy, and secrets. He rules that which is not meant to be known and that which people wish to keep secret. Evil spellcasters and conspirators pay him homage. He commands them to never reveal all you know.
What are the secrets?
Find the seed of darkness in your heart and nourish it. Find it in others and exploit it to your advantage. Oppose the followers of all other deities so that Vecna alone can rule the world. So that much you guys know. That is a generic
How
basic.
hard is it to burn a
We
cave to
teach
the
you that in
ground?
Sunday school.
Yeah, that kind
It
of
ain't
thing.
going to happen.
But yes, you definitely know that Jim, with your 10 knowledge religion, you know that a follower of Vecna would not reveal pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay.
Persecuted by their god.
Just a quick check. How loudly are you guys informing us of this?
Well, I'm assuming we're all within,
You're not like standing in the mouth of the cave
Yeah.
going like, "Man, it's Vecna!"
I know,
Yeah.
No, but I am audibly
we've been
swearing.
screwed by not specifying things in your campaign before.
Yes.
So that's why I want to be sure.
I will be lenient about certain things. When you're sneaking into a cave, like, yes, you did light a light, so it's not like you guys are super stealth
Cast
here.
light on Xanian's hair.
It
Forever
resists. it doesn't need any extra
It absorbs
lights.
it.
But yes, you guys, I mean, it is presumed that you guys are not retarded and you're not like, "Man, Vecna? Oh, this is a cave of Vecna." Yeah.
Vecna's bad road. You think? No, I'm pretty sure. Shut up, you guys. We're sneaking. The paladin's not sneaking. Death, 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 death.
Vecna, eh?
Paladin's walking, death to Vecna!
Come on, Vecna.
Vecna cultists!
It's like renewed. You want as soon as you hear Vecna, you like keep going with renewed hatred. Like
Oh, pretty much. The Shanice says it's like Vecna. It's like the sword bursts into holy fire. Well, time to make this place glow when I'm done.
why did you name your sword Vecna?
I haven't named my sword yet.
You named it ironically?
Its name is Bitch.
Oh yes, I'm a hipster paladin. I was into Evander before she was cool.
Alright, so you guys basically, you give them the down low. Allie, I'm assuming you're giving them
Yeah, I'm letting them know, like,
the, like,
the gist.
not only is this like Vecna, which you guys know about, but it's the cult that basically
Has been gone for X amount of years, no one's heard of them.
Especially evil
And
cults.
this is Vecna's, like, super evil homeboys.
I see.
Sooner they burn, the better. Then.
Well, on we go.
I'm up for burning.
Jane will say at this point, no quarter.
Pretty much.
Deal.
These
that
guys,
apparently changes a lot for Drax.
They can't-
Not for Jack.
So they can't be redeemed.
these guys are evil.
So they can't be redeemed.
If they follow
these guys
Vecna, they cannot be redeemed.
No freaking way. Burn everything.
Only a Vecnician
Everything.
deals in absolutes.
Burn the apple.
Okay.
They've essentially been brainwashed
Yeah.
into evil.
There is no
Vacation?
saving
Vecnian? Vacation? Ah, a vacation.
It's definitely not vacation.
Followers of Vecna.
The Vecnese.
The
Yes.
followers of
Vecnese.
Vecna.
Only the followers of Vecna deal in absolutes.
The Vietnamese.
That guy.
Vecnese.
The Vecnese.
Charlie's over the wall! Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna march in at this
Alright, so
point.
you guys start proceeding down into
Vecnese
the cave.
bastards.
You're not attempting to stealth or anything like that at this point?
We have the only known way out of the cave covered.
That's true, yeah.
Now, Hawk, are you stealthy?
If there's at all of anywhere I can hide, I do so.
Behind the paladin.
Yeah, you can hide. I mean, you are in a, non-lit environment. You just 2 seconds after.
It's not too hard to find a shadowy corner.
Yeah, exactly. You can find a shadowy corner and stay relatively in.
Yeah, I recognize Vecna, and I'm like,
That dude.
Hilarious.
It's not like you're like, oh, it's Vecna. Hey, Vecna.
disappear off into the shadows. It's like,
If we're going up
yeah.
against a Vecna cultist, I know exactly what I'm bringing out for.
Hilariously enough, the way that the Evandra church that Xanian follows, they don't want to know what their relics do. They want no one to know what the relics do. This would piss off Vecna and at the same time make Vecna happy. Because
Vecna likes secrets.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's probably why they're targeting the relics.
Yeah.
Of course, Who knows? My sword may literally make your nose hairs grow. That might be the special power of my sword. Which means the dwarves want it.
Yeah.
It is the sword of beards.
Oh!
What dwarf didn't want a glory? Exactly.
Truly, that is the most glorious beard I've ever seen.
Just thinking, like,
Such a flowing
next week,
beard.
if I get the thing that allows me to do sneak attack twice in one turn, you pop out, sneak attack again, and then do sneak in the attack. So the next person that hits them is more sneak attack damage. You're like,
Yeah.
goodbye.
You attack, and it goes from Dragonborn to Dragonbeard.
Get this thing off, it's so itchy! Scales, we're not supposed to have this! Drax just goes down. Drax is down for the count.
He's like,
because of
sister,
beard.
how can you handle this? And then she just fucking kicks him.
Yeah.
Kind of evil shenanigans are you guys up to now?
We've decided that the
sword
relic
that was
sword that we're chasing is actually the sword of beards. You attack with it and you grow epic beards. So I was like, so I attack with it and I go from Dragonborn to Dragonbeard. And Jim's like, yeah, Drax falls over in a feat of itchiness and goes, Kara, how can you stand this?
And then Garrett kicks him.
No, the joke is, Vecna would be very happy / angry at my certain cult of Evander because we carry the relics and we don't want to know what it does. Ever. We just keep it out of the hands of everyone else. So Vecna would be like, that's great, it's secret. But I kind of want that, so gimme.
Yes.
Because there's nothing worse than not using secret powers to your advantage when you're a member of Vecna's cult.
Right.
Yes. It's the same kind of crap that you get out of...
Sith.
Yes, I was thinking... what's her name? The spider...
Lol.
Lol, yeah.
Lilith. Wrong religion.
Not for a spider named Lilith, but
Wasn't
If you're looking for
that...
vampires.
Supernatural.
No, I was thinking in Frasier. Frasier's brother Niles.
That's true, yes.
Yes.
No, Lilith was Fraser's wife. Maris was...
Maris.
Oh, well, yeah.
Maris?
Guess who?
Maris?
I've seen like 3 episodes, so don't hold it against me.
I should.
You've seen
That's a
2
great-
more than me.
That's a great show.
All right.
All right. So yes, you guys are
Storming on Vecna's.
you guys are striding down the halls of this, and basically they sort of narrow and widen to caves and narrow and widen to caves, and you come upon like little hollowed out rooms and stuff like that. Nothing really exciting in them. Just cracked pallet on the ground.
We go forward.
Yeah, and you end up with a lot of these sort of on both sides of the cave wall. So you're stopping, periodically to check them, just to
Just to make sure anything's in there or whatnot.
make sure there's no "Ah!"
Open the door, guys on the train like, we are limitless.
Off goes his head.
Off with his head.
I was gonna have them say "We are Legion," but then I decided not.
Okay, so there's 5,000 of them. Well, today's going to be a good day for my sword.
We are.
And his axe!
And my bow. Someone get rid of that elf. That's not a real elf. Swing your mace. Justice, ho!
She's the justice hoe? Don't call her that.
Now imagine if her mace suddenly changed for a hoe. The justice hoe.
What was it that I sent you? Fetch me a chair.
Oh, God.
So yes, we move forward.
We move forward, yes. Alright, so we come upon a big room that contains...
So yes, as you guys are,
Eventually, as
we'll
we're
just
checking
resurrect
all
one
these
of them.
rooms.
Yes, pushing forward.
Tortured spirit. Moving on.
I'm trying to.
We keep interrupting.
As you guys are moving down, you start hearing pronounced, low, murmuring, repetitive noise.
Chanting.
Probably. It's far enough away, / you're in a cave, that you can't for sure make it out. But it's pretty
Quick
likely.
question. Vecna gotta be undead. Does holy water work against his minions?
If they're undead.
Yeah.
If they're undead?
It's not like, if you're a human who follows Vecna, holy water will work against you. But if like a skeleton is vulnerable
Okay,
to...
so if we come across like skeletons or zombies or whatever, and I say coat my mace in holy water,
I don't know if they have a specific vulnerability. They have a vulnerability to radiant,
yeah.
right? Yes, they are vulnerable to radiant.
You could GM something in that her mace now does radiant damage rather than normal damage.
That's a bit powerful.
Anyways, are we going to encounter undead?
We could do the whole,
you
throw
can
the
figure
bottle
it
of
out.
holy water. Drax, hit it.
Holy steam! Damn it!
Now there's a light mist in the room.
It's a holy mist. Yeah, there are things which would be vulnerable to holy water, and that would be a dungeoneering check to know whether or not something is vulnerable to holy water. Or you might be able to make a knowledge religion check. I could be persuaded to allow
Just
that.
because I can actually make holy water on the spot.
So yes, if there's anything that I run into that has a specific, like I said, skeletons and the undead like that are vulnerable to radiant, but holy is not radiant. There is a difference.
Okay.
Jim has some radiant damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Much radiant.
You're like the only one. I don't have any radiant damage at all.
I'm sure you get some.
She does.
Access to some.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I never took the original spells.
Apparently, I have radiant.
Really?
Which spell?
My daily face melter of justice.
Daily
Oh,
face
this one's
melter
radiant.
of justice.
My mistake. My Banff strike was radiant. Yes, Al was right.
But yeah,
Just a
basically,
keyword looking for.
as you're sort of
I didn't take dead before.
as you're sort of trundling down towards, like, the cave sort of slopes down a little bit, and as you're getting there, it starts to widen, and you hear louder and louder chanting happening in the background.
Yeah, you know what? That's blasphemous. So I'm going to start chanting Evandra to drone them out.
Holy, holy, holy. So
Yes.
yeah, he starts singing like an Evandran marching song. And you guys are like, not again, because this is the same crap he was singing all the way here on the horse ride up through the woods.
Now we're just doing it loudly.
But now you guys know all the words.
I was gonna say,
Let's chant along with them.
Why not?
yeah,
I joined in.
fuck it, why not? Because we hear chanting in the distance.
So now, you know what's going to happen? It's going to be a dance-off.
It's a dance-off. What's everybody's dancing skill?
That's based off of athletics, right?
Sure.
9!
-1! Try and breakdance and play. Playing!
You can do the robot.
Jim is good at planking, and that's
Yes.
about it.
Desperation move!
Voltron got serious.
So yes,
No, Xavier, sing me in. You chant, and then Drax has 9 for athletics. Busts and move. Comes down.
you break into the room
He like John Travolta's in off the.
with his yellow cape.
You have tied it around my neck.
And you got a dazzling ray that hit an orb in the top and just shooting rays off it.
Nothing that good. He does the Sheldon.
No. Anyhow.
Yes. So as you guys are basically.
But yes, we are going to chant as a group as we go.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Okay. You guys like, you hear the chanting, the like foul tongues, twisting chanting of Vecna, and it's creepy sounding, right? Like I don't even know what it sounds like.
Chant louder!
But
Continue
you guys are
chanting.
just like singing your Evandran marching songs, walking down the hallway. So all stealth is abandoned. Are you joining in the singing?
I'm gonna actually.
Well,
Do it.
I
Do it,
wasn't
Ray.
planning on it.
So Pock is just sort of quietly lurking in the shadows, not singing.
He's whispering the song.
He's spirit singing. So yes, you
He's
guys,
mouthing the words
I'm
to
way
make spirit
too-
hands were appropriate.
There's like one Vecna cultist room. Is that fucking a bandit chanting? What the hell?
what the
I'm
hell?
way too uncomfortable right now to chant anything. It's like
Yes, it's very creepy sounding.
both for the chanting and the singing.
Yeah, Zadian singing?
That's pretty terrifying.
That means it's a forced march.
Hold on a sec. I get the feeling that Xanian and Drax singing would sound somewhat similar to you and I singing.
Yes.
Well, Zanian probably gets a lot of practice singing his Evandran marching songs.
Yes.
But yes, it's possible that he still sucks. So yes, basically, you get down to the bottom, and it's just this fairly large open cave area. We have markers.
We got peoples.
Well, we will just pretend we know where the walls are. It's a fucking large cave, so we probably don't even need them.
Are there pillars and stuff? Like pillars and stuff in the room?
Well,
Jim's got markers for you.
yeah, it's pretty much wide open. So there's not a lot of crazy terrain in here. It's just a big ass open thing. I will draw in some walls when they become relevant. But basically, what you see in the background, I'll just get my mob counts here. I have some rocks.
All rocks.
Figured it'd be a good start.
Yes.
If there are more mobs than that, well, yeah, we're
Yeah,
just gonna kill over
not
and
that
call it a
many
day.
mobs.
Is it a circle of dwarf death?
Sanctuary.
Circle of dwarf destruction. I mean
Sanctuary.
I don't want to go in there anymore.
I don't know if you heard that. Did we tell you that story?
No.
In the last campaign I ran like years ago, right? Similar situation happened where basically they arrived. Weebles was
Goldhammer.
Gold. What was his first name?
No, I can't remember his first name, but his
But
last name was
his
Goldhammer.
last name was Goldhammer,
I had a mate
but
that we nicknamed Ballbuster.
because he kept smashing mobs
In the nuts.
in the junk with his mates, right? And he was just always clobbering them in the balls with this mace.
So it was a ball buster.
And so we called it Ballbuster. But at one point he gets into this circle of the chanting cultists. And they're like standing in a circle doing something, and he's like, I step into the circle. I'm like, really?
That's bad call.
So I'm like, I'm going to say your character is not that dumb.
To step into the creepy pentagram.
into the creepy pentagram where people are standing like chanting and dancing and I lost a rock. It's like, yeah, there you go.
The circle of dwarves.
So yeah, we took to joking that, it's a circle of dwarf destruction. I mean, sanctuary. Come on in. So yeah, I'm like, Weebles, and he was just laughing so much. Like, he just could not stop laughing. And we were like, Weebles is tired. But yes. Alright, are there rocks or markers that are a little bit more... Like, I could find...
They're red, they're black, and then they're rocks.
We've got white and we've got blue as well.
Okay, I will use red, and...
And I have yellow.
You're red blue? Red green?
Yeah.
Red green, eh?
Yeah.
But you can tell the difference between those
And the
And
giant
white
white rocks?
and these.
Yeah.
Like, you may not be able to be like,
They're
those
lighter and they're smaller.
Yes, we can tell the difference between...
Yeah, but can you tell the difference between the dark
Well, you
blue
can.
ones
Ali's
and those ones?
colorblind.
I think Ali can still tell the
But yeah,
difference.
Honestly,
Right away.
I didn't want to
Yeah,
use the
the
red
dark blue
ones if
ones
it was
are
like, Ali was
very
like, well,
different.
fuck you, Nick.
If it was
You know,
the red ones and the green ones like this, which I have sorted before in the past,
Attempted to sort.
hate you.
Attempted to sort.
But
I
yes.
sorted them.
Okay.
I also have yellow and white ones.
It was amazing.
You arbitrarily.
Everybody loved it.
Okay. So there are some black ones,
Yes.
and there are some red ones,
Yeah.
and then there are rocks.
An assortment of colored rocks.
And I'm assuming my mini's probably dry enough to use at this point.
That's Ali's mace.
He's still wobbly.
Okay,
That
whatever.
is
I'll
to
use the
scale.
rock, or maybe I can use
That's the man's strength
the
mace.
goblin
Nice.
mini. for
Name
the time.
Justice.
Name Justice.
The Justice Mace.
What do we call Justice again?
Because it dispenses great justice.
Dispenses justice.
Yes, I dispense great justice with justice.
Okay, that's
And
one
then she named
mob.
her fists Hope
And mercy.
and Mercy.
No.
That's another set of
The
mobs.
red, white, and blue mace is named Justice and is wielded by Freedom and Liberty, her left and right hands.
Yeah.
Too bad she
Do you have
can't.
green
She can't do any
stuff or
fighting right
anything
now because
yeah.
Blue stuff.
she's pro-rogued.
Anything.
No, Nick. It's a quote slim down.
All right, those are all the dudes. Now I need to place them.
Place
Yeah.
them. Place
Arrange
them in.
them. Formation.
That's not there.
That is the
Okay.
end boss. Son of a bitch!
The giant microphone. It attacks.
Damn you,
Is
giant
it an
microphone
altar?
of doom.
Damn it, Nick.
It's
Why
a
does
giant
every mountain you make
Frankenstein
have a
vector.
giant circular pillar in the middle of it?
Screw you and your giant, awesome microphone, Jim.
They grafted Vecna bits onto some kind of giant monster.
It's a statue in honor of Vecna.
You
So
can
guys, remember,
you can move the mic back.
if anyone comes across the head of Vecna, do not put it on, no matter how powerful you think it will make you. I grabbed it onto my shoulder. Damn it.
Did anybody try that in a past campaign?
It's a joke item that a GM brought up, and people actually did do the stupidity of, well, I lop off my head and put it on the head of Vecna. And the GM was like,
No.
you lop off your head, all right.
Well, you certainly don't follow that
Please
up with
roll a new character.
that up with any actions.
Isaiah Beeblebrox it.
Your character immediately becomes an NPC.
Dead
Yep.
one.
The corpse of your character is an NPC.
It's been reanimated.
Well, thank goodness. I thought I'd have to control Vecna for a minute.
Yep.
Fortunately, nobody else is stupid enough to grab
Are
that
those
out of your body
all
for you.
mobs?
Yep.
Those are all mobs. I'm assuming
Holy
some of those are
chocolate-covered
minions.
Christ on
At
a
least I
stick.
hope
Not
so.
first.
Yeah, they're not minions. This is the you guys lose fight. So yes, basically, as you come into this room, it is lit. Oh yes.
They got creepy candles.
They got floodlights lighting up the statue of Vecna.
That's right. The floodlights of Vecna.
Medieval floodlights.
It's just gnomes that have been lit on fire.
Can we see behind the...
Yes, that's not there.
The neck is not there.
There's not actually a statue there. It's
Okay.
just
Like there's some sort
If I
of
just move it back
mini
here.
statue or whatever?
Way better.
That's good.
There you go.
so those three things. The
Or light.
You want
of
to
some
check the
kind.
laptop?
Well,
Yeah,
the light on the mic's still on, so.
Yeah, double check. You never know.
Sorry, it's
Hello.
Yes, it is moving. We are still good. All right. So, in the back here, these three guys.
Are they wise men?
Actually lighting.
Are the ones that you hear the chanting coming from?
They are
So they're standing over an 3-point star around an altar, chanting and singing and doing creepy gyrations and whatnot. Very spooky looking dudes.
Get 20 squares on your Usador, right?
Yeah, but only 10 on my dazzling ray. Anyway.
20 on my magic missile.
So yes, they're sitting there chanting away. And alright, I just need to make room to set up all my initiative here.
Should we roll, I guess, then? Yeah.
Yes, everyone please roll initiative. Neither of you manages to surprise one another, given you're
That
both
everybody's
at
Everybody's
chant
chanting.
off. Are you guys not listening to character?
Cleric.
Oh, there's the Rock
Okay,
of
how about I
Ray.
change the mid to the mini so
Not mini.
that's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Ray
the
is
Rock of
mini.
Ray is at least
We'll
distinct.
slide Ray's mini
Yes.
around very
Or-
carefully.
25.
No, it's not.
Jim,
even
why don't I
smart.
take
not
the
sticking
goblin?
Yeah, take the goblin for now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's less confusing. Okay, so let me just write in all the names again here. So we got. Okay, the one that there are 8 of are the reds. There are 2 whites on there, right?
Correct?
Yeah.
There are 2, I think they're
2
blue.
black.
A green and 2 black.
Oh, they're black. Oh, they're...
And the 3 yellow chanty dudes.
Up one. Yeah. Away from it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
And the single thing is a green, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
And 3 orangey chanty dudes.
I'm going to assume the 3 chanty dudes, the brownish rocks
Take
are
a
all the
knife
same.
to it.
Or for your purposes.
Okay, Zanian initiative.
Roll it.
6.
Mary?
4.
Grief. Back to cleric initiative.
Yep.
Richard?
25.
Kara?
20. I only rolled a 17 this time.
Drax?
20. I also rolled a 17. What's your dex?
Hawk?
18.
Okay, what do you use tiebreaker after dex?
That's a good question.
Jim?
After Dex?
Yeah.
They were the same decks.
We rolled the same roll.
Roll.
The same
It's a roll off at that point. But if it's both players, it doesn't really matter. If it was a monster and a player.
Alright, so Drax first, then Kara.
I had to move the mic over here so keep your voice down.
Yeah, will do.
Oh, it didn't stick at all, the glue?
Do that on the counter. So the vibrations will pick up in the microphone.
Speaking of things picking up on the microphone, that under your breath whistling, probably bloody irritating.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And probably as bad as banging on the table.
Mark, what did we say about the flying ability here that I have? It still provokes A of O when I go over top of them, right?
It's not free movement. It's
Alright, I'm just...
no, it's you can fly across borders. It's just as if you were moving.
Although, since it says I can move my movement speed, can I move up and then across? Can I move up
Yes.
far enough that I don't provoke A of O's and then go over?
Yes.
you have 6 squares to move. 5 feet up is
I
a square.
have my movement plus 2, so I have 8 total.
Right, so 8 squares. You can
Yeah.
go up 3 to be at range. Over
Does it
2.
have to be 3?
Because they have a range of 5, right?
Yeah.
So you need to go.
okay, right.
You start. So now you're 5 feet up. Well, you're not out of range.
Right.
Yeah.
There
So
needs
you
to
now
be
you-
10 feet underneath you in order to be out of range of their AOs.
Yeah.
Therefore, so you
They occupy the bottom 5, and then they can strike another 5. So yes, I need to
Yeah.
be in the
Third
third
square.
above that.
That's
So I go
this
up 3, and then I'm going to have to go down 3 on the other side. if I
No,
want
you
to
just go
fall.
up 2.
Because
Oh right, because I start at the same level
You
as
can
them.
go diagonally, technically.
Yeah, so I can go. Yeah, so I can go up forward 1, up forward 2, and then.
What is this ability again?
Sorcerer's Sirocco.
Okay, so it's like a wind ability, a wind walk
Yes.
kind of thing.
You exhale a magic enhanced breath that briefly sends you and an ally flying through the air. Effect: each target, it's you and one ally in burst 10. Each target moves a number of squares equal to his or her speed plus 2. The target can fly during this movement, but falls if he or she does not land by the end of the movement. And so what I'm trying to figure out is, if I say I was here and I wanted to get over these guys and go forward, well, here, because I don't want to attack provoke an AFO. So it would be like, I guess here, up over 1, up over 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 8, I guess here. So I could grab.
Is that what is that, an encounter power or a?
Yeah, it's an encounter. It's an
I'm
encounter
trying
or
to gauge
standard
the
action.
relative power of it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
It is
doing.
a standard action, not a move action.
So I could move up to it, pick myself up, and end up on the other side.
Then have to spend your action point to get your another action to attack or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, but if I
And other question.
And
too.
then they surround you.
How
and-
far can you
back.
fall without taking damage?
5 feet.
10 feet. As much as your
At 10 feet, you start taking fall damage.
as much
Yeah.
as your acrobatics roll will let you mitigate damage for.
Yeah, hang on. I can tell you that rule.
Yes. As I learned in one of Jim's campaigns, apparently not 40 feet,
40 feet will murder your ass.
as we saw.
46.
And apparently 40 feet was required to get up over the heads of people.
Completely. Can I have a pencil? Because I get +5
It's
to acrobatics and athletics. I forgot about it.
But it doesn't
The
calculate?
shoes that no, it's just because I never put the item in. Like, I haven't done anything that would matter. Well,
Yeah, that's not all the time, right?
Oh, daily. Okay.
That's not just like a pair of shoes of +5 awesomeness.
Sure.
No, do it.
Okay, so. Has
Yeah, so
everybody
it's
given in their-
D10 for every 10 feet. I think
They reduced it.
D10 for every 10 beyond what?
for every 10 feet. I
Okay.
think is
So under 10 you wouldn't roll, but starting at 10 feet.
Yes.
I dropped 9.99
But I,
feet.
but I suppose if
You're
you
safe.
fall,
Ha!
no, but I suppose if you fall, you could still like fumble
Yeah.
and trip.
falling damage. A creature takes 1d10 damage for each 10 feet it falls, to a maximum of 50 d10.
50 D10.
The creature falls prone when it lands, unless it somehow takes no damage from the fall. If the creature falls more than 50 feet, it takes 25 damage. Yeah, there's a fast alternative.
I suppose
Then you can use acrobatics checks to reduce the damage by half. When a creature falls past an enemy, the creature does not trigger opportunity actions such as opportunity attacks.
Oh, that's good to know.
No, but I'm just saying
I
I,
wouldn't
could
guess
probably fall from 10 feet pretty safe without
Same
going
thing
prone
with
or anything.
push or a slide.
Yeah,
Between a 9 acrobatics, I always land on my feet.
yeah. The way the acrobatics works.
Anyways, it's probably best we move on.
Yeah, we gotta
About-
move on,
Yeah,
guys.
this is a big fight. We gotta get going.
Yes, we can stop talking about random fall damage.
Anyways,
So let me
We're
just.
just waiting for the DM. So.
Well, you guys are asking me questions about fall damage, so.
alright, let's go.
If you don't want to know the answer, do not ask the question. Alright, so the first action goes to Richard. Let me just build my list here so I don't get
Surprised.
lost. Richard. Who wants first between Kara and Drax?
Drax.
Drax did.
You may have to get the combat set up and then call it because it's already 8:40. Unless this combat's going to go quickly.
It doesn't look like it's going to go very quickly.
No.
We may want to do that. Or we can do 20 minutes of it and then
Yeah, and then take a break.
Yeah.
take note of where we are.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, if we do, we don't have to worry about the setup because we're just coming out of the mouth of the cave, and if some of these get shuffled around, but it's not as big of a deal.
That's true. Actually, you know what? I think Ray does have the right of
Yeah.
it. If we just stop here, we can take a picture of it, and I can approximate this without worrying so much. But if it was like, okay, hang on, was I being flanked last time? Let's be exact.
Yeah.
And we have to end up taking it with scale and all this crap.
Plus,
So
Ray
let me-
will have his mini dried to the gypsum block.
Let me actually write down all of the order and everything like that, so I have it all written down, and we can
That's joining.
pause there.
We're going to be following it there.
Until next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big fight. So it's
So
good,
it
yeah.
was Richard, then Kara, then Drax.
No, Richard,
Or
then Drax, then
Richard,
Kara.
Drax, Kara.
Look at that. Fits perfectly.
Oh, I did roll 18, but didn't roll.
Huh?
I got 18.
Look, Ray. You're almost as tall as one of the characters on your little pedestal. Yay! Punch in the head.
Oh,
18 was... No drumming.
we could probably turn off the recording at this point.
No. Are we done fully?
Well, I mean, okay. Let me set the scene here for you, and then yeah, we'll be done.
Okay.
I'm just finished writing it down here, so I don't.
Someone with a phone take a picture of the setup.
Mine's dead.
I'll take it. in a second.
Nothing's happened yet. We can just
I know, but
Yeah, it's to have an approximation of like how you guys are set up, so that next time I can just be like, how did I have this again? All right. So
we were all flanking the enemy,
Oh, I
and
didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, so Zane and Mary had shit initiative.
as is the usual.
So then
I may be the tank, but that doesn't mean I get to go first.
well, that's apparently Richard's job at this point.
all right. Let's save that.
Shiny
Got it.
Yeah, I'd just like to have more than one copy.
Fair enough.
Oh, all of these are humans, right? Or humanoid.
So yeah, let me tell you what you guys see, basically, and then we can call it a night.
That's a big fucking room. I just gotta point that out.
Yes,
Big fucking cave.
it is a giant fuck off
15, 20,
room.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
Yeah,
60,
exactly.
65, 70, 75, 80, 85. I'd say it's about 100. It's like a football field.
It's a giant room.
Is it
So-
natural or carved? Oh, I'll let you.
So as you come into this room, you look around and it's fairly well lit from the stuff they got going on. They've got like sconced torches and
Bastards.
weird glowy
Razzmatazz?
Stuff.
moldy rocks kind of thing. Like, if you're familiar with the Underdark kind
Yeah.
of stuff, like moldy lichens that are phosphorescent.
God damn you, moldy werewolves.
There are no moldy werewolves.
Oh, okay.
Not that you see. In front of you, basically arrayed across like that, you see a hodgepodge of enemies. What I have down as red things are what's best described as rabid human fanatic cultists.
Okay.
So like these guys, you know, like when you see them, they're just sort of like vibrating with energy, kind of, but yet they have a really sort of a
Sorry, all I'm picturing is the rabid guy from Avatar, the guy who foams at the mouth and falls over.
He's so excited.
And just falls over.
kind of. But
good, they'll follow,
but
we'll be
they're
fine.
very focused. You don't get the impression that they are,
Okay.
likely to foam out and fall over kind of thing. They're
Very dedicated.
they're sitting there, twitching, and only because they've been told not to charge you, kind of deal. Is like they're like a leashed dog ready to be sent out to attack. The black ones are skeleton archers, essentially. You guys are. Drax would have seen them certainly before. You guys probably have seen that kind of thing where it's just, there's something animating these from somewhere kind of deal. You know how they are. They're basically just sort of standing there, and they've got large bows.
The black ones?
Those are the black ones, yes. The white ones are.
Not
See if
what
I can.
numbers.
Let me see if I can pull up an actual description to give you that is better than
So we've got 2 blacks,
2 blacks, 2 whites, 1
8
green,
red.
8 red.
8 red. Wow.
3 yellow.
Those are white, Allie. Oh, wait, no.
No.
Those are
Yellow.
orange.
Those at the back.
Aren't those rocks or a tri symbol something?
They're
that
the chanting
People
dudes
chanting around
around an altar of some kind.
Yeah.
Don't kill Tiny. The small one's always the most important one.
That's right.
The green one's the necromancer.
We don't know that. Okay, probably.
He's holding a skull that's talking. Could be Hamlet.
Is the
Sort
skull's
of
name
Dresden.
Murray?
The other ones, the white ones, they're small, demony creatures. They're
Imps?
Like imps?
no, more like a 4-legged,
Like hellhounds?
hellhoundish kind of thing. More than anything. None of you recognize them.
So, a small bitey thing.
Small bitey thing.
Soon to be a small dead bitey thing. Probably already a small dead bitey thing. Soon to be a small re-dead bitey thing.
Little pancake thing.
Pancakes. Making pancakes. Making pancakes.
Time to break down the door and pray.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of praying going on. They can pray to Vecna all they want, but Vecna ain't hearing a single word of their
Yeah, I'm
screams.
gonna go with Evandra this time.
Evander's got this one.
Hedge your bets. Just get both holy symbols ready for whoever wins and be like, Vecna for forever, or Avenger forever.
Like that guy in
Mummy.
in the Mummy.
Yeah, Benny.
You know, he's got like all the various holy symbols of all the different.
And he's just going through
religions.
them
He's just
in
going
front
through
of
them
the
all,
mummy.
like this one.
And he finally gets to like the Jewish one.
Ah, the language of the slaves.
You might be useful to me.
My prince.
Yep.
Yes, and the green one is basically you don't see a lot of him. Actually, it's almost like when you look at him, he's always in shadow, despite being something else.
The shadow.
Something
Shadows.
else. The shadow.
A demon.
Shadow.
The shadow.
The shadow.
But yes, it's 6 feet-ish tall and humanoid looking, but just
From
cast
what
in
we can
shadows.
tell. From what we can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Above the
But
shadowy stuff.
it's fairly well lit down here, but he's not.
Okay.
Suspicious.
It's
He absorbs
suspicious.
light kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of, or more like he radiates shadow.
Oh.
I'm just reading through one of his things. He's exciting.
He's bad.
Are they aberrant, Nick?
If he has action points, then I'm worried.
What?
Stuff.
All right. So I guess we'll end the recording there.
Yeah, we can
We got
stop
a
it here.
basic thing. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
No, Mark.
Whee!